your pain the way that I want you to die. Slow down, immense decay, showers that cleanse you of your life. False sin, like cattle you run, stripped out your life's worth. Human mice for the ages of death, 400,000 more to die.
Foreign types with the hookah pipe say, walk like an Egyptian.
Sadistic, searching of the demise, sadist of the noblest blood. Destroying without mercy to benefit the Aryan race. Surgery with no anesthesia, feel the knife pierce you intensely. Inferior, no use to mankind, step down screaming out the die.
All the kids in the marketplace say, walk like an Egyptian.
Of the dead, infamous butcher, angel of death, millions laid out in their clouded tombs. Sickening ways to achieve the Holocaust.
All the cops in the donut shop say, walk like an Egyptian. Walk like an Egyptian.
Angel of death, run to the kingdom of the dead. Angel of death, angel of death.
I am the devil, and I am here to do the devil's work.
I feel like shit.
Monday, happy days. Wednesday, happy days.
It's just one of those days.
The weekend comes.
It's just one of those days where you don't want to wake up. Everything is everybody sucks. You don't really know why, but you want to justify ripping someone's head off. No human contact, and if you interact, your life is on contract. Your best bet,
Just knock it off, you scum bucket.
it's just one of those days. It's just one of those.
Happy days.
It's just one of those.
Happy days.
It's just one of those days.
The weekend comes. Look out the ones ready to escape.
It's just one of those days, feeling like a freight train. First one to complain, leaves with the blood stain. Damn right, I'm a maniac. You better you, cause I'm fucking up your program. And if you're stuck up, you just locked up. Next in line to get fucked up. Your best bet is to stay away, motherfucker. It's just,
I'm losing my cool.
it's all about you.
Happy days.
It's just one of those,
Happy days.
it's just one of those days.
The weekend comes. Look out the ones ready to escape.
Feel like shit. My suggestion is keep your distance. Right now I'm dangerous. Right now I'm dangerous.
Something's happening to the farm.
My day keeps going this way at this rate. I'm gonna pop you one so you'll stop playing games. Give me something great. Give me something great. I hope you know I'm like a chainsaw. A chainsaw. A motherfucking chainsaw.
What?
So come and get it.
Howdy!
Goddamn.
You weren't ready for the howdy?
Never.
Really? It has been a while. Feels like it's been a week.
Maybe.
Also, he's kind of been doing that for like 2 years now.
And
No, I thought you'd get ready to expect it. Alex
No,
gonna
I-
howdy, water gonna wet.
It's been a week, so maybe he wasn't, you know. I don't think I was here all week. So I tried to show up on Wednesday, but I jumped in and my mic just fell apart. And I was like, as I was putting it back together, I was like, there's no place for me to jump in on the topic while I'm sitting here trying to fix the mic at the same time. So I was like, fuck it. I'll just listen. And then,
probably for the best. We were
yeah.
burying somebody you liked.
Oh, who were you burying? I don't remember. I thought that was the Project Veritas episode I was listening to.
You don't like him? I thought you liked him.
No, I don't know anything about Project Veritas.
Oh
Yeah.
god, keep it that fucking way. They're terrible. So, Oh. Steven wanted to point out, I just want to have to say that I've unsubscribed because of what you said about my boy James the last time. I will resubscribe and unsubscribe every day until you see the error of your ways. Showing me. He's showing me. He's putting me down there. So, today will be different-ish. I am not totally blind, but close to blind on some of the situation. I have an outline. But what makes it fun is it's somewhat of a continuation of something that we talked about one time, and we just had a laugh about it. It's that BxBeastBoy. Everyone's calling him BxYeastBoy too. That's another thing. They're all calling him Yeast Boy. I wasn't ready for that. That's a decent name. I can't believe I hadn't thought of it. I mean, there's only so many things that rhyme with beast, so that would have been funny as fuck. Yeah, they have dubbed him BxBeastBoy, and they've been going in. And why are they going in? Apparently he's doing dumb shit. You know, like he's always I don't think he's ever done anything that wasn't fucking dumb. Anything that I've ever seen, it's always been dumb. He's just some fucking random commentary channel butt sucker, so I don't exactly know why anybody would bother with him anyway. But he's doing the same things that he's been doing, but he's doing it at a different level now, and I was quite interested upon hearing the story, try to figure out what the hell it was and what was going on. So we will be trying to do that today. Before we get does either of you two know anything we should say before we begin?
About the topic? No,
I didn't expect Alex would.
No,
I've
nothing.
I've been out of the loop here.
Nothing I can really think of other than yeah, we heard about this situation and yeah, like Tonka said, some things we're not really sure about, so we thought the best way to go about it was to talk to Zales.
That Slacker gave to us. Said, "Best boy Alex is back. Howdy, Alex." See, somebody wanted
Thank
to
you,
howdy.
Slacker.
One thing that I did notice of it, some of the things that were in that they had posted apparently were a reaction to that one time I went to a BxBeastBoy stream. The one time I did it. Now, the story of that, regardless of what he'll tell you, because he deleted that shit, he looked like a fucking moron. He was saying something to, I can't even remember, it was Weak Sauce. But when he did, I went back at him, making fun of him. And then he said something and then blocked me from his chat. He then kept saying that, oh, you ain't got nothing to say now. You ain't got nothing to say. I was like, oh, well, I'm banned. Oh, hold on. I went to the other account and I'm like, well, no, I got plenty to say. You want to talk to me on stream? And then he blocked that account. It was like, oh, what? What? You ain't got nothing to say now? And it's, oh my God. Okay, so it's that kind of guy where he's gonna pretend that he's a bad motherfucker on the internet, and he's too afraid to even talk to any fucking body. I realized he was that kind of guy, so I left. I didn't give a fuck. He's just some fucking chubby pussy. Oh, there's Ninja. Ninja was the one who was there when it happened. That shit was funny as fuck. I wish he had left it up, but he didn't leave it up. It was hilarious. Well, apparently he had went to his Discord and proceeded to berate his mods and telling them that disloyalty will not be tolerated. He was so fucking ass blasted about whatever. I don't even remember what I said. I just made fun of him for being a fake fucking gangster. Ain't nobody fucking sweating you. He's just some chubby fucking goof. Who gives a shit? But he was very upset with his mods for not taking care of me. They needed to take me the fuck out when I showed up. He shouldn't have had to do it. It was a damn shame. Just a little bit sad. I've seeing that all these months later and be like, oh, that's what happened with that? He got mad at his mods? Okay. That was kind of fun. But some of the things that are happening today, not so fun. A little bit of fuckery, a little bit of shame to be thrown on the yeast boy. We'll get to it. We'll talk. We will get through the story, so we may as well grab the guy and we'll try to have this talk. We will see how this goes. Everybody pray for a legible mic. Wait, is that him?
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
He's got a mic. He's got a good mic. Awesome. It's not his phone. I'm already in a good way here. All right. So this is Zales, I think. Is it Zales? Do you say it Zales? Like the jewelry kind of thing? Do you do that?
Jewelry.
Well, there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, no, I just hadn't even.
I'm just trying to figure out if that's how you say it. I want to make sure I'm saying it right. Oh shit!
I think I heard
Did he
his
lose
door. I think he left.
Oh God! Oh, that's a bad sign. That's a bad sign. Something may
Yeah,
happen.
I think he may have accidentally got up to leave as soon as.
Yeah.
Oh no,
I heard
I'm
his
here.
door
I'm sorry.
opening.
No, there he is. See, there he is. Okay. He said yes. It's like the jewelry store. Okay, so Zales, good shit.
All right, let me pause this. Oh wait,
He's listening to the live stream and us. That's what happened.
there you go.
Okay, you good now? Ears?
Yeah, I'm good. I hear you guys.
Awesome. Awesome. So, you have run afoul of the East Boy. And
Yes.
I'm not very familiar on how it happened, so I will just kind of let you do it.
All right. So hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Zales from the channel Zales and Destroy. I'm one half of the Carbon Couple, and I'm going to be telling you how this all went down. So, let me refer to my drive here so I can get a little timeline of events. So in, I believe, November or December, yeah, pretty much almost a year ago to this day, BxBeastBoy hits me up asking for support on Twitter. So he DMs me. I'm a very small, I have a very small Twitter profile. I'm growing. And so he hits me up. I have like 13 followers at the time, 50 subs. And I'm looking for a community, a small community to become a part of so I could start sharing my videos and stuff like that, bounce ideas off of other, smaller creators.
Mhm.
And he hits me up asking for support. So seeing that his name is BxBeastBoy, I decided, you know what? I am also from the Bronx. That's what BX stands for.
Mhm.
And I'm like, hey, you know what? He's a local guy. He's a small YouTuber. I'm going to give him some support, even though I don't really know him or know much about him. Started to watch his content. His content, was really more about internet personalities, and I'm not really like well versed on the commentary community and stuff like that.
You
So
lucky dog.
it's getting well. I would say, unfortunately, now I'm getting more into it.
Yeah.
But
When that how
Yeah.
long was it after he had sent that thing to you? Did you realize that this is something he just does, where he has a bot that does that, just sends them out?
Well, I pretty much figured from the beginning that that's what he was doing. The message he sent me seemed very much like a copy and pasted type of thing. And I don't see anything wrong with that necessarily, but I see that he does that with everyone. And I was kind of, I found it odd that he was able to reach me, somebody with 13 followers and 50 subs. I have a very small following.
Funny thing about
It-
that, we have another guy in the server who got a very, very similar message.
He's a 50-year-old guy who had got hit up by BxBeastBoy.
He's trying to get his, as many eyes as he can on his stuff. Which
Yeah,
I can't fault him for, but
Well, hence the botted Twitter account.
mm-hmm.
I just
We're talking
never heard of it.
99.999% bots.
Yeah, no, he has over like 52K followers, no following, but he blocks more people than he follows because he follows nobody. But if you got 50K followers, there should be some type of engagement on your post. He can't even get as many likes as I did on the retweet of this video.
Well, that was something we noticed. You can do a thing and you can find out how many of his followers are bots. They're all fucking bots.
So he has a robot army over there.
Yes.
Robot army.
Dr. Robotnik over there.
Pretty much. It's the fake it till you make it kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like all of these people in these commentary communities are fake.
It's not just commentary community. It extends into the music industry. A bunch of rappers act like Beast Boy now.
I can believe people trying to do the fake it until you make it thing are definitely like, all right, I'll get $50 together, buy myself some Twitter followers, and pretend I'm important.
Yeah.
It seems how it is.
That's exactly how it is. And it's very prevalent. It's the perception of having following bigger than you really do. But I don't know if you've ever heard of, there's an article called 1,000 True Fans. It is.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, so 1,000 True. All right. So Kevin Kelly has this essay he wrote called 1,000 True Fans. It's the importance of having 1,000 true fans. If you had 1,000 people who go hard for you and give you $100, you will make $100,000 off those people. you know, and that's only done through organic growth, for giving people value and actually making them feel like they're part of a community, like they're getting their money's worth when they invest into you.
I have heard of that. That was,
Mhm.
I think, back when Andy was around, he would talk about that kind of
Yeah,
stuff. I
yeah,
remember this.
BxBeastBoy is the complete opposite of that. He's
Definitely.
the antithesis to that.
Doomerin is given two to say Dr. Robotnik's mean bean machine. What I soap. But yeah, continue.
Yeah, so he hits me up. I support him for a while. Noticed a couple odd things going on. He's going after who's in the chat right now, Austin Roger, who is another small YouTuber who's, he called the Leafy clone, and he made a couple videos kind of taking a piss out of him, and he took it kind of seriously, and he turned it into this whole like Austin is trying to, discredit him and make him look stupid on YouTube, and I'm like, this is YouTube, uh, at first I was, supportive and, kind of shitting on Austin a little bit. But then as I noticed that it kept becoming an issue, I was like, bro, just leave it alone. Like, he's a younger dude. You're not even doing what he's doing. Just keep working on your videos and move forward. And I guess that was when I fucked up, because questioning him and giving him advice uh, kind of set him off. From then, he started to make jokes about me. That's when he did his that's a little before he did his apology video. Um, so he started making jokes at my expense, talking about how, he's so seductive, and how I should turn down when he's being seductive on stream so he won't steal my girlfriend, which is not respectful at all. I don't know you, so why would you even joke like that? My girlfriend doesn't, well, who's my fiance now, we got engaged, but she doesn't watch your stream, so why are you making jokes about her?
He's just making jabs at you now because you called
Mhm.
him out for what he was doing.
Yeah, and then
Okay.
in his apology video, he does mention about how he asked me. Well, we were talking about Eminem, like rap music, and I shared the opinion that I didn't like Eminem's last album, Music to Be Murdered by. I thought it was trash. It doesn't feel like, the Eminem that I grew up with. And so, he was like, "Aren't you a rapper?" And I'm like, "Dude, we could have, differing opinions. Like, you're making it seem like this Eminem that we're talking about is equivalent to, Marshall Mathers LP, Grammy winning Lose Yourself Eminem. Like, these we're not talking about the same person. Not saying he's not a competent rapper. I don't like his last album. It
I
is
mean,
what it is.
you didn't like a recent album from somebody who's been doing shit for about 20 years. Everybody sees a decline. This should not be very controversial.
Yeah, no, it shouldn't be. But he questioned my artistic integrity because we had differing opinions, and so I just started to notice this guy seems very confrontational with me. He likes to butt heads with me now on his chat for some reason. Um, and
Well, how big is his chat?
his chat, back then it was like 5-6 people.
Oh.
Now it's like maybe 15 to 20 at most.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, see, when I had talked to him, he was telling me, "Oh, fuck you, I'm blowing up. That's the only reason you're over here." And I looked at his chat. And I was like, "There are 6 people here."
He's blowing up like a firecracker.
Yeah.
He's fizzling out like a fire, like a sparkler. There is no
So,
bang there.
so unfortunately, it seems he did not continue to blow up to a good degree. Well, that's a damn shame.
Yeah. So the final straw was I posted up a video of me playing guitar on my Instagram. I just got a guitar, so I've been learning how to play. It's pandemic times. Everybody's picking up new skills and new hobbies and
Killing some time.
Yeah. So I happen to have a bottle of lotion on my dresser. I don't know if but melanated people tend to put on lotion. We don't like to be ashy. We like to be moisturized. I happen to have a bottle of lotion in my room. Sue me. He joked on my Instagram and got no engagement. I didn't engage with it. He got no likes. And so later on the stream, he opts to bring it back up, and it's just like, this again, dude. Like, no one responded to your corny ass joke last time, you're implying that I'm a jerk off. I'm sorry, it's 2020. All men jerk off. We all beat the meat. Eventually.
And your women are glad you do it, by the way.
Yeah, you were, genetically predisposed to want to masturbate. It is what it is.
I'll have you know, sir, I am a good Christian boy, and I have managed to overcome my biological imperatives.
Does your diet consist of cornflakes and graham crackers, sir?
Absolutely. I have prayed the masturbate away.
Yeah. Kellogg's diet. No nut November for your whole life.
That's right!
No, not New Year.
I'm saving myself for marriage.
Poor lady.
Poor lady. We've taken out a lot of frustration on her. Anyway, so when he did that, I was just like, oh, God, this dude is corny. Like, you know what? Since you want to continue making jokes at my expense, how's about I do you one better and just not participate in the stream? So I thought I was taking the high road by just leaving the chat, closing the stream out, and deciding, you know what? I'm not going to allow him to make jokes at my expense because it only happens as I'm participating in the chat. So take away my participation, take my ball home. It is what it is. He didn't like that. He came to me.
There's only fucking 6 of you.
Of course.
Of course you didn't like that.
So he comes and asks me on my IG DMs, like, hey, where'd you go? I told him, yeah, I don't like the jokes you're making at my expense. You even offended, my lady. I don't want to feel like an asshole because I'm here supporting you because you are blatantly making fun of me. He then, I guess, since I, aired my grievances and was honest with him, and he didn't like the answer, he proceeds to video call me. And before all this, before getting on different people's lives and stuff like that, I was not a person who was regularly on the phone or video chatting. I'm kind of an introvert and a recluse. My channel would show you otherwise.
You like to make your music, but that doesn't mean you're necessarily out there talking to everybody in the room.
I'm not in the mix. I'm a family man too. I got things to handle. So but because we were building this rapport, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna pick up the phone call. I'll do that for him. I had a little bit of respect for him at the time, so I was like, you know what? He's coming to me, asking me my problem, so I'm gonna be open with him. We talk, video call. He's not on the video call at all. I don't know what he did. He must have put his phone face down or something. I didn't see him for most of the call, and we had a little discussion back and forth. I thought that it wasn't like it was completely like civil. It's not like, but we weren't confrontational. It wasn't like we were cursing each other out. Everything seemed pretty cool, a bit heated, but you could see it was just, I would say, more pride and emotions getting in the way. There was no insults thrown. It was cool for the most part. I thought it was settled. I was like, okay, I spoke to this man, this grown man who I presume to be mature. We spoke on the phone. Now he's going to leave it alone. I don't watch your stream. It is what it is. I go about my business, and then I see later that he posted up his apology video. So he posted up a 6-minute apology video, which is not an apology, where he just calls me a simp, insensitive, and he gaslights me and tries to make it seem like I blew up on him to his fans, when that is not the case. I did
see that bit where he was trying to put out to his fan base that everybody's trying to come at him and get his clout. This motherfucker has no clout. I don't know who the fuck lied to him.
No one knows him. That's one thing I told people in my Who's Man's videos on him. Don't let him fool you. Just because he has 12K in his subscriber count does not mean anyone in the Bronx knows him. I only know one person who knows him, and that guy does not mess with him. So
that's not good.
Yeah, that's not good.
You found one person who knows him and he wants nothing to do with the guy.
Yep. They used to be cool. They're back in the day. They went to school together. The guy said that he's a little unhinged, that he doesn't mess with him because mentally he is not sound.
Well, he does constantly break into his alternate persona. What is it? It's called Garfield or some shit. You didn't know that? Did you not know that, Alex?
No.
Okay, whenever I was in his chat, he was like, "No, I'm gonna bring out Garfield on you," and it was just a cartoon picture of himself while he fake laughed, and I was like, "Oh dear God."
Do you know who Garfield Logan is?
Hell no, I don't know anything about it.
Garfield Logan is the actual name of Beast Boy. So Beast Boy is a superhero name. His secret identity is Garfield Logan. And so
God. Jesus.
Okay, whoa, dog.
I identify as a superhero, actually.
I kind of love it, actually. It's pretty great. I kind of like that.
So anybody wondering, hey, is Garfield Logan Beast Boy? Yes. If you read the comics and somebody who's reads Teen Titans will say, yes, no, that's a secret identity. And you go, wait, well, what? No, he his alter ego is the secret identity of the superhero.
Okay.
So his fucking gimmick is to pretend to be Beast Boy from the comic books.
Yeah.
Oh dear God. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm
Beast
informed on that now.
That's
I didn't know what's going on.
That's impressive.
It makes me sad because Beast Boy was actually one of my favorite Teen Titan, and now he's forever associated with this fuckface.
Fucking guy, he's fucking up other people's gimmick here.
Well, DC could just strike him with a cease and desist.
He keeps fucking around like this, and I wouldn't blame him if they did. This is ridiculous.
Like, we don't want our character to be associated with you in your content.
Yeah. That's a
I see
terrible fucking deal.
KRS-One, like the rapper?
No, that's a very tiny lady.
Oh, okay.
Her name's Chris. She's very nice, though.
All right. There's a rapper named KRS-One. That's like one of my favorites from the Bronx as well. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Slacker given to you said, I fracking knew it. 10 points to Gryffindor. What does that mean?
It's a weeb reference to Harry Potter.
Okay, weeb Harry Potter.
Harry
Thanks,
Potter.
Slacker. I appreciate it. All right. Fucking guy. All right, but yeah, but more of the story. I got fucked up on that. He has a secret identity thing. I mean, I've never seen anybody I've heard people do the I'm Batman thing. I've never heard anyone be like, okay, time to bring out Bruce Wayne. What?
Time to bring out Garfield.
It's so unintimidating to say Garfield. Like, of all the people you could... Garfield?
Yeah, it's fucking great.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah, every time I think that, I just hear, "Oh, John, where's my lasagna, John?"
Yeah, like that's what I was thinking. He goes from being Beast Boy to now I'm not gonna be Beast Boy, which at least Beast is in it. He's like, no more Beast Boy. I'm now
we're dodging
Garfield.
Beast Boy.
Oh, my bad, McGruff. Please don't put the cuffs
we
away.
gave away his secret identity. He needs to now register with the superhero registry.
It's fucking
Civil War style.
All right, so the bully of Odie.
Yeah. So the bully of Odie. Once I did that, he made his apology video, and then I was like, "Oh, so he's going to speak about a private matter publicly to his 2.8 thousand fans. Why? What is he doing this for? He didn't need to even bring this up. He could have just kept his mouth shut, lost a viewer, and nobody would be none the wiser."
Well, taking it in stride doesn't seem to be this
no,
guy's strong suit. He's fucking...
So, for the next couple weeks, so he threatened me in the apology video, saying that if I had told them, "Hey, don't talk about my wife that way," we would have needs to throw hands. Why would I need to throw hands with you because I'm telling you not to disrespect my wife? What kind of alpha male Tyrone shit are you on? He calls himself a Chad.
Walk the hell away.
Yeah, just like, dude, I'm not watching you because you disrespected me and my wife, and I don't need to say that to you. Like, I'm not like one of your little homies on the block or one of the people in your Discord that you order around and tell them to do what to do.
Real quick, can I throw an update to you about? You were surprised that he had came to you when you had 13 followers.
Yeah.
There's a guy in the chat who says, when I first joined Twitter and had 0 followers, Beast Boy DM'd me asking me to rate his videos.
Yeah, he's just looking for anybody new, anybody small, anybody looking for a community.
Fucking 0? How do you even find that guy?
He preys on your vulnerability of wanting to grow, and if you're starting out, he'll make it seem like he's giving you a platform and a community to like, you know, that's going to embrace you. But you know, as time goes on, you know, the veil is pulled, and you really see what's going on. You know, it's all about him. He's just about stroking his own ego. If you like some of the screenshots that we have in our drive, which can I post that, or I'm gonna put it in the chat
Yeah,
for you
go
to
ahead.
post it. So I'm gonna link the drive.
I didn't think about that. YouTube won't let you do it without wrenches and shit. Yeah, just
Yeah.
Akujin, if you still have it, you can put the drive in the chat.
Yep.
All right. Put the drive in the chat. You can link it there. So if you go in there and you see some of the screenshots and stuff, he orders his mods around. He says you can't watch any other any other YouTube videos. You can't comment on any other YouTube videos. If you see something and you feel like it breaks TOS, don't even open the video to review that it breaks TOS. Just report it because I told you so.
Dude, Garfield don't play that shit.
Yeah,
Garfield is sending his people out to flag people.
Yes, he
Dear
does
God.
that. He does that. He false flagged Crowcast video that featured Vic Blanco just because Vic was in the video. That's what they tend to do. They talk about me in their Discord, constantly disparaging me. It's disgusting. Like I knew something was up when everything started, when me and him started the confrontation, because he was alluding to me in streams and saying, "Oh yeah, this guy from the Bronx, I'm gonna beat him up. I'm gonna pull him up off stage." His chat was bigging him up, and then one of his stupid little lackeys, which I won't refer to him by name. I guess I'll just call him Z. He said in the chat, "Oh, but what about Zales?" And so BxBeastBoy, being, you know, the paragon of intelligence and intellect, he says, "Man, fuck Zales" on his live, which was, I was biding my time for him to mention me by name. And so when he did that, I went in his chat, "Man, fuck you," and whatever, and he ran off his live. So somehow, by myself, I was able to raid his live and fuck his shit up and sabotage him. And
just to make sure I keep up, you mentioned somebody named Vic before. So is Vic a guy named, like, these are all people who were around him who he is throwing, just tossing them out because of weird disagreements here.
So Vic Blanco Prods is the stream that I have been on for the last couple of days with That Elf Tour, speaking of our experiences with BxBeastBoy. He actually was somebody who was starting to collaborate with him after I had left the Discord, so he had not known who I was. We had never interacted. And then he noticed that BxBeastBoy was doing funny shit in the Discord, bossing his mods around, trying to disparage him when they were supposed to collaborate. It got to the point where they were supposed to have a debate, and that's what it was. He was supposed to have a debate with you, but somehow he claims that you never showed. And so when you didn't show, he immediately turned around and said, "Hey, guest that's on here, why don't you debate me?" And so they were going to do that. So they had a debate, and some people liked Vic's points in the debate. So Vic basically
that will not stand, will it?
Yeah, Vic basically went from, okay, I was just going to be here facilitating. Now I'm a backup plan. Now you're going to debate me. Now you're turning on me because people have conceded to my points. And so from then on, he tried to gay shame him. He started to disparage his family members, started messing with people that he personally cared about, and also flagged down Crowcast video because it featured him. When BxBeastBoy did that, Vic went and made his videos exposing him, and that's when I got wind of him.
But hold on, he's out flagging people, and he's out going after people's families and shit.
Yeah.
Just because you mentioned him, he loses his shit.
Yeah, he loses his shit. Anything you do to him, he will lose his shit. You can ask Austin if he's still in the chat. You spam him with some emojis, he will kick you from the chat. You know. It takes
Austin
nothing.
has showed up. He did. He threw 2, and he said Tokyo Ghoul is the mask he wears for alter ego.
Yeah, so he
Is that weeb stuff?
Yeah, it's that weeb shit.
All right. Just it has Tokyo in it, so context clues. Okay, weeb stuff.
Yeah.
We've
So,
hip
yeah,
with the
not
kids.
even
I'm doing
once.
good here.
It's so okay. Where was I? So explaining.
It was yeah, the thing. Vic got flagged, and he's going after Vic's family.
Yeah, but this happened after I made my 2 videos, which are the Who's Man's BxBeastBoy Exposed and the Returning Chump video that I've made. After that, things got really crazy because after I dropped my first video, Yeastboy had one. He ordered in his mods. You could actually see that if you're looking in the drive, there's a folder there called Discord versus Zales, right? There is an order, an explicit order from Garfield Logan for someone to repost my video. And Zikari obliges. There's a screenshot of that. The screenshot there shows that in the description, right, Zach A posted up a video called Fuckboy Won't Stop Talking About Fang. And in the description, he states that this boy, a goofy, speaking about me. And he says,
Wait, what's a Fang? Who's Fang?
Fang is his fan group. That's what he calls his fan group. They're the friendly and neighborhood gangsters.
Oh dear God! All right,
Mm-hmm.
all right. I'm keeping up. These are goddamn. All right.
Unfortunately, they don't know that I'm a fucking Belmont, and I'm out here fucking driving stakes in these motherfuckers' hearts. I am Blade. I am your resident Van Helsing. If he is the fan,
you may as well pick up like 8 personas too if he's gonna be all this shit. Yeah. Go ahead. Fuck it.
So the description says, this boy a goofy. If I catch him in Portland, I'ma put a bullet in his skull. YouTube allowed this to be put in the description. A blatant
in the description
threat. Yes. They put that in the description.
In the description.
In the description that they were going to shoot me in the head if I was ever in Portland. I mean, I don't know what else there is in Portland, Oregon, except for that one skate park that happens to be a level in Tony Hawk Pro Skater, and that's probably the only place I would visit. So I guess he could, lurk around the park and maybe learn how to skate and change his life. I don't think he's going to be shooting me anytime soon.
Jesus. Okay.
So, Yeast Boy's Teenage Lackey in his Discord re-uploads my video. I make my second video exposing that he has a weaponized Discord. This is something I've noticed a lot, something I've actually been looking into, the stan culture and the fandoms that people create around certain, topics or personalities. And I think it's kind of disgusting. You should not lose your sense of human decency just because you join a mob. It becomes a mob mentality.
It's a weird mob, though.
Yeah, it's weird.
In the description of the video, he's talking about shooting someone.
Well, in the re-uploaded, in the re-upload of my video, the re-uploader, his lackey, said that he was going to shoot me if I'm ever in his city.
Oh, jeez.
Do you have anything that shows this?
Yes, it's in the all right, let me.
There's a lot of stuff in the drive thing.
Yeah, so if you open up the drive,
Yep.
the Yeastboy evidence, there's one called Discord versus Zales.
Yeah, I'm there.
In that folder, you could click on Upload Orders, JPEG, and then re-upload share. That is straight from his Discord. Those are express instructions to break terms of service and re-upload my video, which he did. That video was re-uploaded in full, no transformative edits. It was not in fair use.
I'm pretty sure, wasn't he one of the guys who was banging on about people stealing content earlier this year?
I believe he was.
Amazing.
He's a hypocrite. He will condemn somebody's behavior, turn around, and do the same exact stuff that he is complaining about.
Yeah,
Amazing.
The entire commentary community does that.
This is not a rare behavior.
Yeah, and
Alright,
I'm
so
not gonna.
here's the thing you were talking about.
Oh, you.
This
All right,
this
you pulled it up.
re-upload
Give me a
here,
second.
it's
Mhm.
if I catch him in Portland.
So the
For
threat.
fuck's sake.
So the
Okay.
threats were being thrown at me to begin with. The only time I ever said something threatening to him was after he said he was going to beat me up and catch me at McDonald's. I sent him a DM on IG and I was just like, "Oh no, you're just pumping a battery in your back. You're trying to big yourself in front of your fans. We live in the same city. I could just pull up on you." And I was just like, "If you want to settle this, we can settle this the way you want to." But he never responded to me. He continues talking about me in his Discord, though. Now, one thing I'm going to say is that at the time, I was a very small channel. I had 50 subs. I didn't see myself as an internet personality or a YouTube personality. I
Yeah,
saw
this is
myself
just
as
some dickhead going at you.
I'm just a regular fucking person. I haven't even started making content that is leading to channel growth or, me finding new people or making, new fans. I was completely dormant at this time. And so yes, I did say some ominous things to him that can be perceived as threatening, but I never expressly threatened this man's family and say things that I was going to do like he said he was going to do to me. Now, in the phone call that was shown in the stream where I was screaming at him, which actually
You
I'm gonna
lost your shit.
I lost my shit, and that's because they were threatening my family. They were harassing me through Facebook. At that point, I had been taken to a point where emotions had gotten the better of me.
Oh no,
And
you went ham.
and in the
It
video,
was. If you end up seeing that, it's pretty apparent you have lost your fucking mind about this shit. You
but
were
at the
pissed
same
about it,
time,
and I don't blame you. No,
there was
I'm just saying I don't blame you for it. But
there's a specific line that I said to him when I told him, "I'm gonna find out where your mother stays. I'm gonna find out where your grandma stays." If you guys listen to rap music, I actually was quoting an ominous line from a Kendrick Lamar skit where he's getting robbed when he goes to see Shireen on Good Kid, Mad City. He says he's getting robbed, and the guy's like, "Hey, where you from?" "Oh, nah. I'm talking about where you stay, where your mama stay, where your grandma stay." So even though I was flipping my shit, I was still able to throw references in and jokes that
and this,
flew over his head.
was this at right? This was right after he had pulled up. Well, not pulled up. You specifically are making sure to say he did not pull up,
He did not pull up to my house.
but he rode by your house.
He said he did. He claimed to. Now, that's when we get into after I made my second video, alt accounts started leaving comments on my videos. They were they were like referring to the McDonald's that is by me, right? My local McDonald's, which they were referring to by address. They were giving the exact street address of the McDonald's that is by me locally and saying, "Hey, I can't wait to run into your wife here, run into your children, run into your mother." And I wasn't saying anything. I had made my 2 videos. I was like, you know what? I'm going to take the high road. I'm going to make these videos and let's see if he responds. He flipped his shit and tried to escalate it into a street beef, which was something that I felt was disproportionate to what was going on. It's not like it's not like we ran on him and stole his camera or beat him up or if he was selling drugs and we were running on his turf. It's nothing like that. I attacked his little channel that is precious to him, and so he decided to go off the deep end. And then he started threatening my family in the John Van folder. If you guys want to go in and look in the drive, there is a folder there in the drive called John Van, right? There is a comment there called asking for my kids by name. My children's names are redacted there, but he had one of my kids.
The 2 things blocked out, that would be their names.
That would be their names. Now our son, so the first name there is a very unique name. you would not find this name just thrown around. You know, there's a very deep reference. A lot of people don't know how to pronounce it, let alone spell it. And so when he got the spelling of the name completely correct and stuff like that, this is like, oh, these people are really, you know. Now, unfortunately, my page was public. I believe it still is, but you know, I'm very much standing in my stance that I don't need to change my internet life because of some fucking dickhead. I shouldn't have this. This is my public life.
And
I have-
this is over you not watching him anymore.
Yes, this is all where this is all escalating from. And so I was just like, all right, if that's what you want to do, you want to talk about my kids, you want to bring over your fucking little channel, we can really do this now. Because this isn't even happening on the YouTube, you know, sphere anymore. They're bringing this to my Facebook.
He's riding by your house. He's
Yeah.
messing with your kids and shit.
So he's telling me, oh, you know, one day I'm gonna run into your wife, run into your kids. I can't run into your mom, stuff like that. Oh, where does your wife work? Asking all these stupid questions, like prodding into my personal life in a way to be, you know, it's blatant intimidation tactics. The only thing is that they don't understand is I will lay down my life and take another person's life for my children, for my family.
Which
And
is
so-
not the craziest concept. People tend to give a shit about their family.
Yeah, and at this point, my fiance was not part of my content. To really be honest, her being part of my content is kind of a slap in the face to his whole intimidation tactics. He didn't intimidate us because now she's on camera. We're here, you know. It's very much you know, a protest. It's a very loud protest. Yes, Crystal is my other half. And him coming at my family, him coming at my mother, you know, which is ridiculous. My mother is 70 years old. She's gonna be 71 soon. She has nothing to do with this. You know, if you wanted to fight me, I would have been like, whatever, even though that is still ridiculous. Why don't you just make videos? He went in his Discord and made a rebuttal point by point refutation on his Discord instead of just making a video for your fans. You know, you made it public by making an apology video. So I met you in that arena, and then you duck out when you see that's too much smoke. You know, because I've been doing music and video stuff for a while. And
I did notice he had given a order that you are not to be mentioned.
Yeah, but they still mention me.
You are he who should not be named, and if you come into, you are to be taken out on sight. If you go to his chat, anything mods, get him out.
Yeah. I never pursued it. I went straight to him. Yeah, I don't want his people. I want the boss. Take me to your boss. I'm a Karen, just like he likes to make videos about. I want to speak to the manager. You know, so
Yeah, you're not trying to go back and forth with his fucking underlings. You don't give a fuck what they say.
Yeah,
the man with the mouth needs to step up.
And so that's something that he does. He makes his underlings do his work. So at that point, everything had pretty much died down because I had gone dormant on YouTube. I didn't make a video for like 6 months. This pandemic stuff, and Crystal at the time had a broken leg, and so I was pretty much running around taking care of my family. You know, the only thing that, you know, I'm not gonna lie, he'll probably find this shit hilarious, you know, but the only precaution I took from then on was everywhere I went, I carried a knife. And if he was gonna walk, you know, because he was talking about coming to my local McDonald's, I had no idea where he stays, you know. The phone call, they came and they threatened me, and I was flipping out. That was after all the John Van screenshots, all those comments.
Yeah, he had already said all this shit about other people.
Yeah.
He'd already talked about putting a bullet in people's head, and now he had told you that he had rode by your house.
Yep.
That's game.
That day I went outside. He told me he was coming to my block. I live walk to the corner. The train station's right there. So
And you already said that both of you you're in the same same spot. More
So yeah, and I went outside and he was like, "Oh, I'm coming." So I was like, "All right." So he says, "I'm at the train station." I was like, "No, no, 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 no. If you're gonna come here, come all the way. You know, I live up the block from the train station. I'm watching a train pass my building right now. I'm looking at the train going downtown. You know, you could have just why come all the way to my stop in the and this is New York City. I could walk to the next train station. It's not that far. Why didn't you get off the train, come down those stairs, right, and get out of the train station? Why did you not leave the the train infrastructure if you wanted to come beef with me? You already know where the McDonald's is. You said you were going to catch me at the McDonald's. The McDonald's is further than the train station. You came right here. Why not come to me? Why not come to the block where I told you to come? Come up the block. I told them, come up the block. You know, and no one showed up. No one showed up. I saw no one. I waited out there, and then I was like, my friend, who he's one of the guys from the neighborhood. He's not like an internet personality. He's just a dude I know from the neighborhood. We live in a rough neighborhood. He told me, you know what, man, go to fuck upstairs. Ain't nothing gonna happen. You know, he's not coming. We've been out here for half an hour. He's just talking. Just go upstairs. You know, if anything happens, I'll come back downstairs with you. From there, it's all, oh, I didn't want to pull up. Oh, I have to go to work, and all these excuses. And I was like, nah, I was outside, bro. Like, I'm ready for you. And from then on, things kind of died down. I was like, you know what? I don't want to talk about this because I felt like my channel was starting to regress into this drama shit. And one of the things that, I'm a creative and I don't want.
Well, your idea was to do music.
Yeah, my idea was to do music. He made me come out and do a commentary thing, which is, it's like, I wanted to meet him in his arena. I was like, oh, you want to commentate on me? I'm going to commentate on you now. And so that's why I thought it was going to lead to. I never expected him to start making threats against my family. And then, he was begging for me to call him, giving me his asking for my number. And then I told him, no, give me your number. And when he gave me his number, I looked at it and I immediately knew that it was a Google Voice number. It had like.
So he was trying to get your number, is what?
Yeah. So I had the city's area code. Whatever 400, and then, whatever the last four digits. So I found that funny and odd because when he re-uploaded, he asked for the video to be re-uploaded, I took it down. I went and took it down, and because I'm in my legal rights to do so. I worked hard on my video. I don't want anybody leeching views.
But there's nothing wrong. If somebody takes your video and re-uploads it, that's not a false strike. That's not a false flag. That's your shit that somebody's trying to jack and monetize on their shit. And that's nonsense.
So I took it down. Now, I went to go and speak to a bigger YouTuber that BxBeastBoy had alluded to in his Discord and, spoke of. Actually, let me see here. I don't want to say the guy's name because I don't want to bring him into it.
You know what? You don't throw him into it. That's awful thoughtful of you on that.
Yeah, but he is a bigger YouTuber, another commentary channel. He's all I say is that he's a fellow brother, man with melanin, a black man like us. Mm-hmm. And so I told him about it. And he said, they re-uploaded your video, and I was like, yeah. He's like, well, I hate to tell you, but YouTubers tend to do that in order to get your personal information from the legal.
So that when you flag them, they'll get. Yeah,
mm-hmm. I had not known that. I thought, YouTube being a giant corporation that it is, it would be on the up and up with our privacy, So I had just, so he told me about it. He's like, yeah, it's bait. So that's one of the things if you go back to the.
And you didn't know that at the time, and you had already done your copyright tracking.
If you go back into the Yeast Boy Evidence Discord versus Zales folder, there's a little video in there. It's called Synth Takes Down My Video and goes crazy. That is a screen grab from that. So they make fun of me. They're like, well, if you knew it was bait, why'd you take the bait? Because I didn't know it was bait. That's how bait works.
Yeah, you were unaware of the bait.
Yeah, you think it's innocuous until it's, oh shit, it's bait. And he told me this is how they get your personal information. So from there, I'm like, oh shit, my actual information's on there. So, that's not cool. So that's like, okay, you got my phone number, you got this. That's how you're able to find the
That's how
closest
he got your info.
McDonald's. How would you know about the closest McDonald's by address if you don't know exactly where I am?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not like there's only one McDonald's over here. McDonald's are everywhere. This is America.
Yeah, you're in the Bronx. Fucking.
Yeah, I've seen places where there's McDonald's like 2 blocks away from each other. So
Yeah.
it's like he knew the closest one. So when he's asking for my phone number and stuff like that, and he said he came to my neighborhood. So you know my area. So why are you asking for my phone number now? I think it's to confirm or to see if I would pick up my number or see if they could do some fuck shit with my number. But I was like, you know what? No, I'm gonna go create a Google Voice number and bait them with that. So the hunter becomes a hunted at this point.
Yeah, well, you were aware of the game being played, and therefore you threw up the Google Voice number for it.
So before I called him on the number that they supplied, I went and I called the number that was linked to the Facebook account that they were harassing me from. A Metro PCS number in Harlem. I called them, and then what I got back was a younger sounding voice. So I'm like, oh, so this motherfucker is using somebody right now. He's trying to hide behind several layers of protection, so he can, in order to harass me. And then I call him, and then the phone call happens, which we record, which is in the phone call folder, where I lose my shit. And so, unfortunately, the beginning part of that call was not recorded, but the reason I had lost my shit is because they had threatened to jump my mother, and they had threatened to cut my son's faces.
And that was a comment that I saw you talking about, I think on Twitter, where someone had threatened to cut your son's face up.
Yes, they threatened to cut 2 of my sons. Now,
where the fuck did that come from? When did that happen?
So that's just something that, so that's something that was said to me during the phone call that was not recorded. Okay. And that's where I lost my shit. Because it's like, you're threatening my kids. You're threatening to cut my son's faces over your little YouTube channel. So at this point, fuck it. Everybody is fair game. Those are actual fighting words. And we from New York. You know what they say in New York? Oh, you got $1.50. $1.50 is, back in the day in New York, a pizza slice used to cost $1.50. So if you gave them $1.50, you gave them a slice. You talking about you want $1.50 my kids' faces? It's like you're bugging out now. All of this stuff is not necessary. If you wanted to fight me, then that could have been done. We could have squared up.
You can talk about that.
Yeah, and but even then, that's unnecessary because this is YouTube shit. Like he's from New York. He's supposedly from the Bronx, even though from what I hear, he doesn't even live in the Bronx. So I don't even know why they call him BxBeastBoy in the first place. He's not he's not from the BX. He definitely ain't a beast, but he sure definitely acts like a little fucking boy.
That sounds about right. But it shouldn't shock you at this point that he would be claiming to be from one place. He's not
so
from
there. At this point, I'm flipping out. My emotions have gotten the better of me. Of course, I'm gonna, dole out threats in return. I've quoted Good Kid, Mad City. And that's one of the things. Everybody's gonna say that I threatened him and said stuff like that. I never said explicitly to him, "Oh, where's your grandmother?" This and even then, when I said I found out where your grandma stayed, I didn't even know that his grandmother had passed. So I was talking about someone who I can't even possibly get to. But you're referring to my children by name, referring to places locally by address.
He starts going at you about your family, and you, in search of a reply, that's where you landed, was you began to go at him. Which, look, that could be regretful, and I don't know if it was the best way to go about it, but it becomes way more understandable If you know what he's talking about doing to your
Yeah.
kids.
Well, firstly, I want to thank you for letting me be honest with this stuff. I do regret, stooping to that level. Um, it was fucking stupid, and at least I can take accountability for the mistakes that I've made, and say, you know what, maybe that wasn't
Sure.
the best, way to do it. But also at the time, I didn't have the help of people like you and people like Vic who are willing to, put their credibility and their careers on the line to help spread my story.
Yeah, you felt like there was a guy who was coming at you, and he was kind of getting a free pass to do whatever he wanted and say
Yeah.
whatever he wanted, and you were, you're fucking fed up with it. That's understandable, and I can definitely get that. It's regrettable that you got that mad to where you said the things that you said on
Yeah,
that thing,
but
but at least you knew it was wrong.
mhm.
At least you can say that you did wrong there. Whereas he just keeps pressing the issue.
And then I left it alone for a long time. I left it alone for almost 6 months. But then Vic Blanco comes around and makes his video. Well, at first, Gort made his video. I don't know if you've seen that one.
I haven't
Uh,
seen the Gort video
yeah,
about this, but I've
it's
seen
called
some of his stuff.
Content RoboCop. It's on BxBeastBoy. I think after that he did a video on like Tipster and Bo Blacks and all the shit that they were doing against the hot tub mafia, whatever. I don't know what their fucking beef is with hot tubs. I'm not like a dude who likes heat, but a hot tub is nice.
I'm not angry at hot tubs either, but apparently hot tubs are a very bad thing to some people, and that's fine.
Yeah, okay. But but from then on, Vic made his video, and like Gort had, I seen Gort did have an effect, but since Gort was more in an analytical, and not he wasn't too heavy on the criticisms that he was laying on Beast, it wasn't such a big issue. But
He's
then
a bit of a he's the one, he does the like robotic voice, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I know that guy.
But when Vic came out and did the allegations, like when he was with the grooming and stuff like that, that's when this shit started to really get crazy. And I felt that at that point it was karma, because in the Discord they were talking about how I was jealous of Beast Boy, how I had no real family, but then turn around and go threaten my real family, my mother. The only living parent that I have, my father has been, has passed. So I hold my mother very dear to my heart. My
We
kids, my two children, my two boys who have given me purpose in, through my life. I wouldn't be here, be the man that I am today without fixing myself up to provide for those children. My wife here, who we've been together, almost 15 years now. Yes, there's been times we've had our ups and downs. There's times we weren't even together through this.
15 years, a long ass time. Yeah.
And now we're here. She's the one who not only is like my best friend, but like my business partner. Like she has my back through thick and thin. Like, yeah, this is why she has a ring on her finger. I have a family. Why did you go attack them for your YouTube channel? And then he also made allegations because I had left my job before the pandemic had started with the New York City Department of Education. I worked in, the educational field. I was a paraprofessional
No shit.
for special needs kids. So I was a teacher's aide in special needs classrooms, helping autistic kids and kids with palsy and emotional disturbances. I've been doing that for a long time. My child,
That's worthwhile work you're doing.
yeah, my oldest child is is on the autism spectrum, so it's like a big part of my life helping people, who have these, impairments, and not only that, but like in my community that I came up in, like I'm not trying to say that I'm like some fucking angel, but I put in a lot of work, to try to fix things that I feel like could have been better, or I could have been better. And there's no way I would have been able to do that, or work federal jobs if I was out here alleging that, he was alleging that I did something, and that's why I lost my job. Which, no, I was able to voluntarily leave my job. I'm sorry, like I'm just a regular dude from the Bronx. I don't think the DOE would let some bullshit like that slip. They would have they would have fired me, prosecuted me. I would be in a cell. I would not be here with my family. That's disgusting that he would even make that accusation. Now, I'm not saying that, the DOE is perfect and things like that have not happened, but for somebody like who was working where I was working, I wasn't a teacher. I was lower level staff. They would have gotten rid of me for anything.
Pretty swift.
Yeah, let alone that would have been the end of it. Like, and so he alleged that, but he's the one who has, a 14 or 15-year-old, I don't remember his age, re-upload my video and threaten to shoot me. He has fucking kids and shit in his Discord, and a lot of young people, a lot of people who are,
Easily led around by the nose.
Mhm.
That's the kind of people he likes to have around.
Single mothers, a lot of single mothers and their teens, so like it's very predatory, the shit that he does. And then Vic called him out on it, and it was all allegations, and it was all, it wasn't even, what he said wasn't even like he wasn't stating it as hardcore evidence. He was saying this is I'm speculating on this weird behavior that needs to be called out. And everybody was just like, oh no, you're making accusations with no evidence. He did show some of the stuff, and then he made allegations of me without having any. He just said it in his video as like in his point by point refutation of my video, which he could have just did on YouTube, but he did it on the Discord. Point 26 was, oh yeah, what did he do? He never even said anything. He implied something. And it's like, oh, you're trying to make me seem like a sicko in your fucking Discord. And nobody in your Discord is asking.
They're not asking questions. They're going along with what he's saying.
Mm-hmm. And it's, you got to get, they say there's 3 sides to every story. There's one side, then there's the second side, and then there's the truth. You need to look at all of these things objectively and say, hey, what am I doing here? What is going on here? Got to ask questions. Why would this guy, make these 2 videos and switch up his entire format on YouTube, to talk about this one dude, and then I outright explain it. And then, I wasn't too hard on it on YouTube because I only had so many subs, so no one knew about it. So of course, more, it spread more through social media. Like, people in the Bronx know about this guy. People don't like this guy. If you're from the Bronx, if you're from New York City, a lot of people in the Bronx don't mess with this guy. People in Yonkers don't mess with this guy. Harlem don't mess with this guy that I know.
You say nobody knows of him, but anybody who did know of him can't stand him.
Yep, they can't. They don't co-sign him. And so, and I'm from New York. I'm not saying I'm like a huge dude in New York, but when you got these communities, they're pretty tight knit. I've never seen him at no open mics. I've never seen him at shows. I perform here in the Bronx. And
is he a rapper?
Yeah, he's a rapper. That's how he's been trying to get on for 5 years on YouTube. He's been switching up his thing every. I guess I don't know what it is. He fucks up somewhere, or he doesn't catch a wave, and I think that's why now he's botting his shit, because he thinks if people perceive him to be bigger than he actually is,
maybe they'll follow suit.
Yeah, exactly. And that's not how you go about things. If anybody is here from my channel, you already know what my mantra is get your quality up. You do things. You make sure your production value is on point. Like I'm looking at the stream right now, and I really like the fact that you have a background that is a drawing of you guys as King of the Hill characters. That's
great.
Yeah,
oh, that's all that lady in the chat named Yedian. She's the one who did it. She is amazing.
That's amazing. Awesome. That's dope that you guys, not only are you like, it's one thing like to be like BxBeastBoy and rely on your fans for like as an army and to like for ideas and for engagement. But when people in your fan base are actually providing like artwork and you showcase it, and it's something that, it shows that this is a real community. We're proud of what we have here, and you're building an actual family. Like over there, it's a gang. It's a literal gang. He runs it like he's running a drug operation. Mod's got to do his bidding. You can't do anything. I don't want to see you. If somebody sells a dime bag in the park, I want to know about it.
It's that kind of deal.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
The goth thing, that came out of an episode that we did. We had an argument on the show whether South Park was better than King of the Hill. and it was an inter-community thing. And then Yetyin, who is amazingly talented, we commissioned her to do this artwork for us, and she's amazing.
That's dope.
We just
Yeah.
also happen to have a lot of King of the Hill. Obviously, more South Park fans, judging by the poll, but
I was the
yeah.
big King of the Hill fan, and I was the one who wanted to pay for it, so I didn't care.
Excuse me, I am the big King of the Hill fan too.
Oh,
I voted
he
on
is
that
too.
poll.
You see, but look, you see, guys, anybody who's watching, you see what these guys are doing? They're commissioning people in the community. So everybody gets to showcase their talent. It's like, oh, I don't know how to do this. Hey, can I rely on one of you guys? And there's nothing wrong with getting somebody to like edit your video or do something for you. But when it's showtime and everything comes together and you see that, all the little pieces come together and it's about everybody. Yeah. Like even then, there's multiple voices on this stream. If you go to BxBeastBoy's videos, who's in it? He is the only person in them videos.
And at the end of the stream, he just goes in and gives out to his fucking mods. He's like, "You guys suck. Why did you do this?" It's very weird.
Yeah.
Slacker had thrown two. He said, "We are more like the last dive bar on the street." It's a nice bar, Slacker. Help for the giveless. He had thrown 5 and said, "Augie has a thing against hot tubs because they cause things to shrink, and the limp noodle can't afford to get any smaller. That's cold-blooded."
Wait, Augie doesn't like the hot tub mafia?
He fucking hates them.
He retweeted me the other day. And his little fans came at me, and it was fucking hilarious.
Why was Augie retweeting you?
Yeah, dude, I have like fucking 60 followers.
What was he doing? What did you do to where he was retweeting you? Did you say something?
Yeah, I said something. So Zales said, Zales Gets Real. She's another commentary YouTuber. She was here a bit ago, but she had retweeted something about the Indigenous Peoples Day, and so he said we won, right? And so I retweeted it, and I was like, hey, if you're up for that Indigenous People rematch, I'm down. Keep that energy. And so he retweeted that I was literally crying, right? And then,
oh man,
and then I replied, you could have just refused, And then
no, he wanted to retweet you and send people over to bitch at you. He's got a very famous tweet talking about how his favorite part of being a YouTuber is the mob mentality and being able to send people to people.
So like 3-4 people came and tried to troll me, and I'm not a troll, I'm an orc. So I fucked their shit up. I ended up getting blocked by one. One dude was talking about how he made more money than me on YouTube than I ever will. And I was just like, weird flex, dude, but okay. And hit him with the small PP joke. And then, of course, they think they're good at it. And it's just like, no. I'm from New York. We've done this shit in the playground since we were kids. We love shooting the dozens and cracking jokes, your mama jokes. So I was like, oh, I want to do this. Yeah. I think that's what Twitter is really about now, like cracking jokes and shitting on people, which I feel like
that's what it looks like.
It should change, man.
Ain't nobody trying to have a real conversation on Twitter. You got like, what, 200-300 characters? You're not going to have a real conversation there.
Oh, they're bringing up Nicholas Deorio. Yeah, I think
he's pathetic.
I think he replied to the girl who had tweeted the initial picture that Ziley tweeted, and he was just like, cry more or some shit, or I don't know, or shut up.
Oh, Nick don't need to talk about anybody crying.
So
that's a bad plan.
So I tweeted to him, I'm like, dude, you have like 20K followers. How is this on your radar? No response, whatever, because it's like they don't want to get in it. They don't want to get into it.
They don't want to have the conversation about how sensitive they are to anything anyone says.
Yeah, it's crazy. They attack women. It's oh man, it's crazy. They go after women so quickly. Like I have yet to see a video about BxBeastBoy on me or Vic Blanco or Gort, but he has made countless videos on Without a Crystal Ball, which is now why we call him Without a Pair of Balls now, because he won't go after a dude. He's always about the
they hate pretty girls. That's how it is.
They just take it as a sign that your lady's looking good, because they really fucking hate nice looking women.
Wow, these guys are neckbeards.
Yes.
They don't even have enough testosterone for the fucking neckbeard, man. It's bad out here.
You need to take some of those Alex Jones.
Get some Superman
Alpha
vitality,
vitamins.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the supplements.
Have you seen like Beast Boy recently? Like he's looking kind of cracked out.
Last time I saw him, he was in horrible shape and very sleepy.
Yeah, I put a photoshopped like a hat on without a crystal ball's like head for like my thumbnail, and it was the hat that he always wore, like a black one with a blue brim, and now he's taking off the hat, and it's just not a good look. He called me bald, and his head is not looking like he should be calling anybody bald. His barber is not happy when he comes into the shop.
He's got to figure out a way to make it look like he cut some hair, but didn't take it all away.
Yeah, it's oh man, it's such a sad thing to see like a YouTuber like stoop to these levels, and I was just a regular person. Now it's like causing me to grow. Oh, what was that?
Well, hold on. We have Cruiser Bunny has thrown to and said, "Nah, Nick and Tipster are all neck, no beard, all neck." And Les is here. This is Les, he's an older gentleman, but he was hit up by Beast Boy to check out his videos.
Mm-hmm.
And Les didn't even know what the fuck was going on.
I was, yeah, and I was kind of surprised. Akujin kind of said, "Yeah, did your message kind of look like this?" And I mean, it was almost verbatim, just out of the blue. He was like, "Hey, check out my commentary channel," and I told him, "Yeah, and I subbed. I was like, yeah, I'll go check this out." So I subbed him to bookmark later, and I watched about 3 videos, and I was like, "This really isn't my." And I never got back to him. And then all of a sudden, here we are months later. And I'm like, oh, wow, I know that dude.
Yeah, somebody had posted the message that he sends out to people. And Les was like, "Oh, I've got that message before."
Yeah,
What?
I posted that. It was funny that this guy he's acting like a vacuum salesman or a Mormon knocking on people's doors. Do you have do you have 10 minutes to talk about our Lord and Savior BxBeast?
He's pretty much doing it.
I'm gonna start using his DM like in verbatim as a copy pasta. I'm gonna just start copying everything.
And just send it every time he makes a tweet. You can throw it up under there. I'm sure that'll last.
Hey, BxBeastBoy, I'm a rapper.
It's brutal.
Yeah, it's so fucked up, man. Like he does that. Luckily, you didn't talk to him because now he'd be fucking, trying to send hate your way. People.
He ain't got enough fucking hate to send. He's got 8 people. Maybe you said like what, 15?
Oh, actually, no.
Send them all.
It's actually less people because this is hilarious. We've actually been hosting a game of Among Us in his Discord. We have an imposter in there, and and they're still in there. They have not been ejected, and corpse husband. We have our very own corpse husband inside the Discord.
Oh man, don't get too paranoid out there, Beast. You don't have enough fans to get rid of anybody, even if they are fake.
They say there's probably at this stage. Yeah, there's like 4 people there, maybe 4 or 5 people, mods left, and it's quiet. It's quiet in there.
This poor bastard.
Oh, and he probably is watching. So I did watch a couple of your videos, and just not my cup of tea, man.
I assume he's watching because nobody talks about him. Nobody gives a shit about the guy, grand scheme of things. He's a fucking joke. Even among the jokes. Like, he's such a loser. But, I mean, I've invited him onto this show. Anytime he would like to come on here and give me shit, I've told him, please, feel free to come on here. But there's no sack. He's not going to do that. He just gets mad at his mods for acknowledging that anyone exists that he doesn't like. So 10 out of 10. Bud.
While I was watching, I heard you guys mentioning get some of that Alex Jones vitality stuff, and if he did spend less money on those advertisements and on those subs and he spent more time
stop
buying that
bots.
stuff. Yeah,
get you some testosterone injections. Quit being such a bitch. Get a sex change so you'll be man enough to quit being so damn womany.
Oh, damn.
Wow. Damn.
Well, it's pathetic. He's pathetic as shit.
He's using the wrong side of the Lego.
Oh.
That's a good term. I've never heard that one before.
Fresh off the press, man.
So he was like, hey, so what did he tell you he was? Did he tell you he was a rapper? Did he tell you he was a YouTuber?
No. He was a commentator. Here, I'm gonna look for it here real quick. Give me a second. He and it's not hard because only him and Akujin have messaged me, so it's not hard to really speed through stuff. So this was back at the beginning of April, and at the time, my Twitter, I had a channel called Soylent Meme. So he says, "Hey, Meme Soylent, my name is BxBeastBoy, and I do YouTube commentary. Can I get your opinion on my channel?" And I told him, "Hey, hello there. I subscribed earlier, and I'll check it out. And free thinkers are up my alley, and blah blah blah." And he said, "Thank you," and that was it. And I never messaged him back because I kind of just, I looked at it. I said, like, this isn't my kind of stuff. And I was like, well, I'm not going to say anything nice to him, so why say anything at all? So I just didn't say anything.
You see somebody with the name Soylent in their name, and you could have made a quick Soylent Green reference just to see, just to like
attempt to be a human being, you fucking weirdo.
Well, see, and the thing is I didn't pick up on the whole it was a bot angle. So that's when I seen that shit yesterday, and Akujin put it up, and I was like, what the fuck? I was like, dude, I got that message. Like, I talked to that robot. What the hell?
That robot, it's a killer robot.
I know that robot. These are not the droids you're looking for.
These are not the droids you're looking for.
Yeah, I wouldn't like him the Terminator. There's nothing, Terminator-esque about him. There's no artificial intelligence. There's no actual intelligence. That man is
beep boop, beep boop. Sub to my channel, beep boop.
Yeah, it's bad. Oh, also he also asked very like juvenile questions and stuff on his streams.
See, that's what I said. I was like, I'm too old for this guy to be messaging me, because after I watched a bit of a video somebody put up about him, and somebody was going in on him, and they were saying about how he had a really young audience, and then the rest were like single moms. I was like, well, shit, I can't fit into either category. I'm fucked.
I'm not this demographic.
I am not that demographic.
And even if you wanted to pick up on the single moms, it's like, nah, that's his piece of the pie. You can't have any of that. You were trying to have a harem.
Online harem, nice.
Internet harem. I've been accused of having those.
Have you?
Yeah. Remember, like I was the only show that would have women on, so therefore I was sleeping with all of them.
Oh,
even though they were all over the fucking planet. I am like Santa.
So you take that as a compliment. You say, yeah.
Yes, I take that as a compliment. What, you think I fuck any woman ever? Yeah, sure, bud. I fuck every woman ever. Whatever makes you feel better.
He's like, yeah, you fucked her in Canada? Yeah, my dick is that long. I fucked
all
her
the way in
Africa.
Canada, from here. Didn't even move.
That ain't right.
They kill me.
Yeah.
What was the old Eddie Izzard gig there? Did you fuck my wife? I am your wife. So did you fuck my wife? Yeah.
Hey, yo, how are Garfield's beats? They aight. It was aight,
It's aight.
It's aight.
Hold on. Kruber, you do beats and shit like that. Have you looked at his beats by any chance, Crucial Body? Is this are you giving an indictment on his beats?
You're more of a Snoopy fan?
Well, I'm wondering if he's stealing beats or something too, because Crucial bringing up beats,
that'll be a disgusting allegation if that has any credence to it. Oh no, that'll put him in a different league of scumbag.
Like Crucial has caught people doing this before. That's why I'm wondering if that's what he's aiming at.
That's fucked up. So that's because I'm also a musician. I also produce and make a lot. So, but I could see him doing that. I wouldn't put it past him.
It wouldn't shock me.
No.
Crucial Bunny is saying no, I haven't. If you do and you find out he's stealing beats, it'll just be one more thing to throw on top.
I know Fergie said he was up next, though. I know that much.
Oh.
BxBeastBoy. That story is fucking hilarious. Yeah, he told you. Fergie told him he's up next.
Who?
Fergie Ferg,
from
Wait,
Black Eyed Peas.
that one?
Yeah.
She said Beast. What do you mean? He said that. All right, hold on. What is this story?
So there was a story he used to tell that he went and he freestyled for Fergie. And I don't know if he's been posting up his shit on his his live channel. So if you could think he has, do you think I can rap? So if you want to check that video out and then put yourself in Fergie's shoes, I guess you could take it from there. I don't draw your own opinions. But yeah, he said that he
Got a bad
rapped for
feeling.
her, and Fergie said he was up next. I don't know if that meant like on the bill, like you're the next person.
Or to be out the door.
Yeah.
You are next to get bounced right the fuck out of here. Oh God, that can't be real. I know who Fergie is. I've heard that name before.
Yeah.
That
It's like,
that
a
means
lot
there's
of
no
people
fucking
have.
way they know that.
all right, so like if I tell you like, all right, I'm not like a huge rapper or whatever, but I used to be part of a rap group, and we've done like shows where you sell tickets for, and I can say that I've opened up for like Chic Luch of D Block of the Locks, that's Fred the Godson who recently passed. He's another Bronx rapper. He passed of COVID actually, but
Oh, fuck.
I opened up for him, like I know Kemba from the Bronx, like I've been in circles with him. He's blown up, and I saw when he used to be at the open mics. So I could say I know these people. He said Fergie said he was up next. Like, there's like a radio show that happens here in the Bronx. It's called Gorilla Grooves. It's run by DJ and producer Fred Ones. Shout out to him. But you could go to his show and meet people, and I don't know anybody there who knows him.
Nobody there knows him.
Nobody knows this guy. Oh shit, yo, Vic is here. Vic is in the chat.
Oh,
It's crazy. What else was I was getting at? Oh, so it's crazy. So since I didn't know what was happening after Gort and Gort's video and stuff, because like things had died down, but then Vic made his video. And I noticed in Vic's video, I was still a topic of discussion. They were still talking about me in the Discord. And one of the things that I saw was alleged that I did was that I confronted Beast Boy. Garfield Logan said that he was walking to the store, right? And someone confronted him with the camera.
I saw that.
And all the OG mods know who this shit is be. And he had mentioned that there was a street beef. And so the only person that that could be referring to is me. Now I don't know where he is, where he lives. They say he lives in in a different borough than the Bronx. If you've been to New York City, there's 5 boroughs. There's the Bronx, of course. There's Manhattan, which is quote unquote New York City. That's where this city. That's the the metropolitan, the dense area. But there's Bronx, Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island, and they're all based like in a circle around Manhattan. I live in the northernmost part. It's actually attached to like the continent, the land, because Manhattan and Brooklyn and Queens and Staten Island are all islands in the Hudson Bay. So I live in the Bronx. Now, it's not like I can't take the train and go to his, where he lives, but that might take an hour, even though, it's still in my city.
It's all within New York City, but it's a big motherfucking city.
Mm-hmm. Now, if you lived in the Bronx, I could pretty much skate anywhere because I skateboard, so I could skate to wherever in 30 minutes, pretty much. So it's not. I don't know where he is. I don't know anybody in High Bridge that knows him. That's around Yankee Stadium. I don't know anybody from my neighborhood who knows him. I don't know anybody from different neighborhood all around. It's not like I get around or whatever, but yeah, boroughs are like municipalities. I don't know what you want to boo the Yankees.
The towns within the cities.
Yeah.
The villages even.
Mm-hmm, yeah, so
if you don't live in big cities, you probably don't know much about that kind of thing. But if you in big cities, they have different spots of the big cities. Just how it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the Yankees play in our section of the city. So I don't watch baseball, but I'll wear a Yankee hat. But
They got
he
good
alle-
hat. I
yeah,
used to have a Yankee hat.
a Yankee with no brim. But he alleged that I confronted him, and so one of the things that I have to like really you know like emphasize is in New York, a lot of people do not drive. Driving is a fucking horror show in the city. Parking, tickets, people breaking into your shit. It just insurance here is ridiculous.
You're
And
better off on rollerblades than trying
I've
to
never
have a
owned
car
a
in New
car,
York.
so to get insurance, I'll be a first time person who's insured buying a car. Oh my god, they're gonna. Oh,
You're up a
Jesus.
creek.
I'm gonna have to live in my car.
Yeah.
I mean, New York apartments. I live in a decent place, but it's still in the projects.
A New York apartment.
Yeah, but New York apartment. Yeah, but it's car now. I'm proud to say I've driven successfully in NYC. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. So he alleged that I pulled up on him with a car. Right, I jumped out of a car. Right, somebody was driving me. I was chauffeured, right, or whatever, and somebody pulled out a camera with the light. It was blinding. You couldn't see who it was. Somebody came in with a fucking a goddamn floodlight. Their high beams just came in and just blinded him. Tien Shinhan solar flare. You couldn't see it. And
Well, I know that one. I know that one.
I yelled some stuff at him, and I jumped in the car and I drove away. Right. This is after the threats and all that stuff. So, like, if me and my friends would have jumped in the car, right? My friends, I had to convince my friend with a license to drive all of us over to a different borough so we could jump out on the dude. And all I did was pull out my camera, and I never uploaded the footage. I've never done anything with it. I'm TMZ. I'm paparazzi. He's Princess Diana. Oh no, what's gonna happen?
So, like, his allegation is just you rode up on him and shined a light at him, and then you left.
This big tough guy didn't run after me. He didn't grab the camera. He didn't,
No, he was apparently very shaken up and afraid about it. Is what it says in the Discord thing here. He's
And then
all
now-
fucked up about this.
There's no content, Mace.
Oh, I don't even know if he knows about the content, Mace. Yeah, stay away from that corner of fucking YouTube.
The what?
There is a content spray corner of YouTube where they just go around macing people.
Oh,
That's their content.
Damn.
Yeah, they're cruising for a bruising.
They're gonna get shot.
That's what I said, but it is what it is.
They're here in America?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What state are they in?
All across America. They're driving across America,
They're
macing
gonna
people.
they better not do that in fucking Texas. They're gonna get fucking shot.
That's
Did
where
they,
they've been
did
doing
they do it in
lately.
Texas?
No
I
one
think they
shot
did it in
them yet?
Texas.
Yeah, they went to Austin, didn't they?
Oh no, that's horrible.
I don't know if Austin counts as Texas, but
It's a hipster town.
We
now?
don't want
yeah. Austin it's a pretty hipster town, but it's fine.
It's like so it's like Williamsburg, Brooklyn. It's like the South Bronx.
It's completely different from everything around it in
To
every
be fair,
way.
I don't know if he actually maced anybody while he was in Texas. I just know he was in Texas.
Oh, he chilled out on the mace because he would have met the fastest hand in the West out there.
Yeah, he'd have got hit by Texas Red.
So so he alleged that, and we ran up on him. We didn't jump him. We didn't beat him up. We didn't do anything. But allegedly, I have a SWAT team that TMZ. And it's like that fucking Beverly mission, the paparazzi mission in GTA, where you're chasing around some chick.
Oh.
And so he has this thing now where he goes around one of his merch options is stop sad fishing. I don't know if that's supposed to be like a self-affirmation or
Well, I've got to ask the hard questions here. Did you decide to drive across town and blink your flashlight at him like you're playing Dead by Daylight IRL?
Nope, I did not do that. I have never seen
I'm
him
shocked.
in person.
I can't believe it.
From at that point, from the things I knew, he lived in the Bronx, and I don't know where he lives. From people have been feeding me information stuff, and they say he lives in Queens, and I don't go to Queens. People who know me, it's pandemic time. I'm not getting on the train to go to Manhattan, let alone Queens. The fuck is in Queens? And I'm I'm taking
It is a hell of a risk to take these days to
Yeah.
go into a bigger and bigger city.
Yeah, like I don't even go into Manhattan. I'm not gonna go chase this guy. I wanted him to meet me in the YouTube arena. I wanted him to make him another video about me. And that it didn't happen. It still hasn't happened. But he talks about me in his Discord, even up to like yesterday or a couple days ago. I'm on his watch list. His mods have to watch me now, but he's now watching his mods. So what's happening with him? He's re-uploading his old shit. Nothing new. And are coming at his content where he's doing the same shit. He calls himself a gangster, but he runs a T channel. Yes, rip and tear until it's done.
He is the gangster who went after a girl who watches anime earlier this year. That was weird.
Who was that?
Susie Lou. They all hated her. She
Oh
watched
yeah,
anime.
yeah. I remember that. I made fun of that. I didn't know who the fuck Susie Lou is.
But no,
I don't
most
know who
people
that is.
did. Most people did.
I mean, I watch anime, but it's just like I don't watch like a bunch of it. Like, and it's a bunch of normie shit. I watch Dragon Ball. I like Cowboy Bebop, and I like Evangelion, and that. I like animation. I watch cartoons. What the fuck can I say?
I didn't hate the Cowboy Bebop. I've seen some episodes of that.
That shit is smooth.
Long ago. It used to be on like Cartoon Network late at night.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm not trying to say that like, oh, certain people listen to or consume certain content, but like he's doing stuff about K-pop and talking about mommy channels on his fucking channel. And it's just like, what are you doing? Like,
What?
these are women vloggers. He talks about Without a Crystal Ball and people like Strong Mommy or whatever. And he's probably scrubbing his channel now, but he should scrub his teeth,
Oh.
Goddamn!
Fucking Alex.
He wears the same goddamn shit all the time, the same gray sweater, the same sublimated, fucking Batman sweater with all the villains, and I'm pretty sure the print wants to sublimate off of him, which means go right into what the fuck is a mommy channel? The print wants to sublimate off the sweater and escape into the atmosphere. But a mommy channel is like, a mom blog. Like, there's like single.
Oh, okay. Yeah, when you said that, I didn't know what it was either. I was like, what the fuck is a mommy channel?
I would have assumed it was like, one of them fucking YouTube family channel kind of thing.
I wasn't sure whether we were getting into fetish territory or what.
Oh.
That crossed my mind. I was like, what?
There are many corners of YouTube.
The fucking single moms love him. They're fucking listening to him while they're ironing and folding their clothes and cooking for their kids. Oh shit, he's at 14.4K. How did that happen? How did he grow 1,000 in like a day? What happened?
I wonder how that happens.
Probably about $30.
Beep boop.
$30.
Hang on. Let me check my Twitter real quick, see if I got any DMs.
Let me just go through the video list. He has Def Noodles makes big mistake. He talks about Augie RFC because he's given Augie the gok. He's giving him the swinging that neck. He did it Without a Crystal Ball revealed. Talk about Adam McIntyre, Critical K. I don't know who that is. He calls her a Karen. Says she's sad fishing. Kind of like when he told people that I was stalking him. That never happened. Another Adam McIntyre video and Shane Dawson. Oh, Crystal Ball's back. Oh, Strong Mommy Chrissy ain't right for this.
Who the hell? Strong Mommy, that sounds dirty.
Another Adam McIntyre video. He talks about Jake Paul winning the boxing match with Nate Robinson and says that he would wash Jake Paul. And Jake Paul would probably wash him. That man is not joking about this boxing shit. He may not be the best boxer, but at least he's out there, getting into fights. This
BxBeastBoy says he can take Jake Paul.
So I want to just talk about that real quick. BxBeastBoy is a supposed MMA fighter. He has one amateur bout under his belt,
and it's a loss. And he got his ass waxed in the first round in a couple minutes.
Yep. So I'm, that's. I don't claim to be a fighter. I don't claim to be this and that. But at least I'm not talking about Jake Paul winning against Nate Robinson and saying that I would beat up Jake Paul. If anything, I would say Jake Paul would beat up a lot of YouTubers. I'm not in shape. He'd fucking, it would not be easy for me, But at least I'm not saying I would beat him. But then he goes on to make more Without a Crystal Ball videos. There's 1, 2, 3, Well, there's a bunch of them. He talks about Strong Mommy Chris again. Talks about Nikocado. Talks about Pokemon. Like this guy's a gangster. This guy's from the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? He makes one video about EDP 445 and the accusations. I feel a guy like this, another brother, if somebody's exposed for doing some shit like that, he'll probably have stronger opinions and make more videos about this instead of talking about, I don't know, Charlie D'Amelio and the I don't know this shit. I'm not on this shit. But TikTok
I'm the same. People will get brought up to me and I have no idea who the hell they are or what they're doing.
Yeah, this is what he does. This is what he does. This is what he talks about. This has been the last just 2 weeks of his channel. He's been he talks about Without a Crystal Ball and the shit with Creep Show. And our camp over here, we're not really too fond of Creep Show because she could have at least brought attention to our situation. Vic went to her, and that's what she's been tweeting about for the last 2 days about him, not fucking off. And she's kind of just putting her fucking foot in her own mouth.
Who's Creep Show?
Creep Show.
She is a lady.
She's another commentary channel. She draws and talks about fucked up shit that people are doing on YouTube. I'm becoming more aware of these other channels. Like I know I like Ready to Glare. When it comes to like sickos doing sick shit and somebody giving their opinion. But there's like a ton of other channels like that. And Creep Show is one of them, and she just happened to be an illustrator, and she draws, and so I thought that was a cool take on it. Creep Show deactivated her Twitter today. Why? I wonder why. Because she didn't speak about BxBeastBoy, and she had the nerve to say, "Oh, I remember when I first started my career, somebody spread lies about me." And then now somebody's telling you at the beginning of their career, hey, there's somebody else lying about other people. Maybe you should talk about this as a commentator. And they don't even pick up the shit. They tell them, fuck off. You're spamming my shit. You're being annoying. Maybe because they're trying to do something. Maybe they're trying to actually be, trying to have some type of activism. He wasn't talking about what happened to him. He was talking about what happened to Crowcast, what happened to Tor. So that Elf Torin that is in the chat, BxBeastBoy sent his Discord after her. She didn't show up for something or like whatever because he was getting his fucking ass beat again on YouTube like he usually does. And he I guess he summoned her and she didn't show up for the summon, so he's all saucy for losing this FF7 battle. And she couldn't be there. She's going through her own shit. What the fuck, man? It's not all about you. And so he sent his entire fucking Discord after her. Put her Twitter in the Discord. Said happy hunting. That was stuff that was shown from Vic's video. I didn't even know about that stuff. I wasn't even involved. Yeah, she deleted her shit. Yeah, fuck it. It's the hour of reckoning for these fucking channels. Somebody's got to put them on their shit. I'm not saying that all these people are bad, but you're always sitting there, you point fingers, and you're throwing stones in glass houses.
They're being kind of shit. Real quick, Crucial Bunny had given two to say if he's botting, he's jacking beats. I'll bet on it. I wouldn't doubt that. But all right, this Creep Show. What all was she doing? Was she just pushing the narrative that Beast was wanting to be put out there, and it's not going well?
So what it was is I think she retweeted something about Vic or something. I don't know what the fuck happened. Vic is more well versed in it, but he went to her a couple months ago saying, "Hey, there's some stuff that I want you to talk about." Showed her the shit, and she told him to fuck off, in some tweets, and then she made it seem like, oh, so she's also in Without a Crystal Ball's channel. I wonder why. So it's like they want to push this narrative. It's like it's discrediting us without even looking into what we're talking about, and also associating us with Without a Crystal Ball because they had a beef or whatever, and that's literally where he gets most of his fucking support from. And they want to push this narrative that we're like operatives for Without a Crystal Ball. I don't know her. I've never seen her content. But do you really think she went and got like a fucking skater from the Bronx and paid me? I'm still waiting for a check if that's the case.
I have been told that I work for a litany of YouTube people that I've never even spoke to, so I'm totally I have seen this. It's very normal to me to hear that you are obviously working for someone who you have never even met.
Yeah, they have this. They make this lore. They have this canon and a head canon that isn't that is fed to them by one creator or few creators that are in an echo chamber. And one of the things is that people are like, oh, there was a tweet that somebody that when this whole shit something happened, they were like, oh, you want your echo chamber? I think you should have your echo chamber or whatever, but you want mine to be torn down. And I'm like, echo chamber? I barely have a voice. I have 200 and fucking what 50, 60. I don't even know how big my channel is now. It's not like I'm at a K. It's not like I'm like.
But when you're calling a small channel an echo chamber, is like, okay, well, if you want to, you can go over there and say go ahead and shout them out, get them more people to make it not an echo chamber if that's what you want to fucking do. But you can't really say a small group of people are an echo chamber. There's not very many of them. You should know this, Beast. I've seen your chat.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, your video is at 86 people watching. Like this is when I get to this level and the chat is like this, I got to get prepared, because more people are coming to my stuff. I've been not only tackling this Beast Boy problem, but I've been also talking about like rap scammers, which I feel have a lot of parallels to the situation because they use the same intimidation tactics, denial, weaponizing fans, and I feel like a lot of that shit's fucked up.
Just a little. And you will probably see much more success talking about bigger things like rap scamming. That will be something that will be way more interesting content than having to fucking do. What is Beast talking about here? Oh, something that RFC said on Twitter. 10 out of 10. That the talking about people doing shit, it's not necessarily the most fun thing to do. I do it while I do my actual work here every day. And I talk to people, do the show that way, and it's fine. Some days I can't handle it. Some days I'm not fucking gonna sit down and talk to people about other fucking people. I'm not doing it. For the most part, I do it because it's something to do whenever I'm doing what I'm doing here.
Yeah.
Also, there's a lot of scumbags out there that nobody will talk about. They all rally around each other, protect each other, and do the scummy things and then cover. And there are a few people out there that they just never get the light shone on them.
Yeah.
There's a very small percentage of people who even feel like bothering with the scumful actions of people when they know that all they're going to do is get shit sent to their channel and all they're going to do is catch hell from people. They don't really feel like even bothering with it. And I get it. Like, it's not for everybody. But I don't give a shit what people on the internet think, so I'm willing to do it.
I try to put the thing in the chat, but so the rap scam stuff. So I've been interviewing other small rappers who have basically been scammed by a lot of bigger artists. I'm talking about people like Jadakiss, Fat Joe.
I've heard those names.
Benny the Butcher, Dave East, Redman.
I know Redman.
Yeah, there's a lot of people. And so there's this thing that they've been doing. They go through a mixtape or playlist distributor called the Block 365, which I'm pretty sure they changed their name since. But, and it's been happening for months. Like, I'm late on this. There've been other, people talking about it. Like, there's Pescatore and on YouTube and a bunch of different platforms. You can follow her on Twitter. She's at Female Producer. She's constantly talking about this stuff. There's at Rap Ponzi Scheme on Instagram and Channel Cool here on YouTube. Even there's a channel called Kids Taking Over. They did a whole expose on this. There's so many rappers doing it. Like, if you're a rapper, you're a small rapper trying to get on, they'll hit you with the BxBeastBoy. Hey, I think you're dope. You want to be on a mixtape? Send me $500 through Cash App.
Oh. That ain't good.
Oh, that's brutal.
And I put you on a mixtape. I put you on a playlist. You pay the $500. You pay $1,000. I mention you want a story. I'll do this. I'll do that. Right. And then what happens is you get put on a little playlist with the rapper on the cover. The rapper's not even on the cover. Right. And then
you pay money and you just fucking wait for something to happen.
With 40 random people, 39 other random artists on a playlist that nobody plays.
Oh.
And then they're not switching your stuff around to get plays and try to get people to listen to the whole playlist. You know, people are tuning out after like the first 3 songs. You know what I'm saying? So if you're number 40 on that list, shit,
Oh, shit.
being number 1 is bad. Being number 40 is probably horrible. Now think about it. If you're a rapper and you're doing this 5-6 times a year or whatever, once a month, and you're getting 40 dudes to pay you $500, you know, you're making $20,000. You know, and you don't even have to do anything. You just have to have a bot.
You're making a killing.
Yeah, you get a bot to DM a bunch of rappers, send the cash app links, do whatever, have the music, you know, basically submitted to some other shady shit that doesn't even have a business email. It'll be whatever, something at gmail.com. And it's like, that's cool if you have like a small following, but if you're fucking making 20,000, you know, a fucking pop, yeah, I think you should have a website. Like, you know, I have a website. You know, there's nothing really on it, but at least I pay for the domain name.
Something. By the way, the block of link that Akujin put in the chat over there before it scrolls off screen, that's Zales' channel. If you want to go give that a look.
Yeah, so if you go check out my channel, there's, you know, I do music stuff mostly. Did the commentary stuff. I have a series called Who's Mans, which is where I talk about the scam stuff. I'm thinking about doing a Who's Mans on a couple people. Who's Mans with the first women, breaking barriers. First women on Who's Mans. Talk about Creepshow Art and another much smaller creator. I don't know if people know her here. Her name is Captain Napton. She called me a bully because I asked where her journalistic integrity was because she didn't report about BxBeastBoy's fuckery.
Journalistic integrity, though.
Mm-hmm.
That
seems to be a popular catchphrase on the internet, doesn't it?
I mean, God damn it! I want pictures of Spider-Man.
Pretty much. It's pretty much at that fucking level.
Mm-hmm.
I look through, make sure I got things.
Why does this commentary click end up on the wrong side of everything? Because
yeah, that's a good question.
Because they're self-righteous. That self-righteous indignation, it makes you come through with your cognitive bias, and Captain Napkin. You know,
Captain Napkin.
So
Captain Napkin.
Yeah, she's probably like, she's probably fucking upset that I just mentioned her shit. But yeah, you mentioned me. You called me a fucking bully. You had your fucking your 4 or 5 fans fucking suck you off in the comments, making it seem like you were, you know, putting up a fight against some type of, you know, bullshit. Like, you know, I don't know. I guess it's just because I'm a guy, the patriarchy or whatever the fuck, or, you know, but I'm black, so I'm only 3/5 a man. I don't know what's going on here.
I read the article that said that about 3 days ago. There are weird fucking articles on the internet right now. People are bored. This fucking COVID thing has people writing some really fucking weird articles.
Dumb shit.
Yeah, I wasn't ready for them, but yeah, that's the thing.
You know, And people want to discredit me and Vic. You know, they just say, "Oh, you got burned or you got, you know, kicked from the thing and from the Discord." And I'm like, dude made a video about me. Like, did you guys not see this? Did you not watch my 23-minute video where I explain everything and show you the DMs and you know, try to give my own commentary spin and one up him on his content? You know, like this is me taking the high road. I could have just went and fought him. We didn't do that. You know, we could have like what do I need to run up on him when he was telling me he was gonna, you know, he was gonna run up on me. Like he was telling me he was gonna run up on at my shows, pull me off stage and stuff like that. They were talking about that, like, you know, in the stream. And now it's all coming out that you were the one harassing, you were the one with the weirdo fans, you're the one that, you know, pushing your Discord to do fucked up shit. And it's fucked up. It's really fucked up. A lot of fucking vulnerable people are getting involved in it. You know, I wish if they're if the goddamn mods are in here, you know, if you're watching, like, if you tired of Yeast Boy shouting at you, giving you orders to do fucked up shit to other YouTube channels, if you tired of him playing the shaky song on his videos, come over to Death Row.
Damn. Right there.
Doom Marine had given to and said, "Don't you know Tonka's Cobra Commander? I go by many names, and then just that one."
I'm M Bison.
And Bison was a good character. I
That's my
liked him. I was terrible with him, but he looked cool.
I'm a huge Street Fighter fan. I love Street Fighter. I want to get a Street Fighter logo tattooed on me. It's that.
Really?
Yeah, I want to get a Doom logo tattooed on me as well. Yeah.
Video game tattoo. You like video games?
I love video games. So my thing with video games is my dad. I'm a first generation American. Both my parents were immigrants, and so video gaming to me is Americana. Arcades, being at the bar, and there's a bunch of people around a dimly lit screen while they're just kicking it, and
you remember the arcade days?
Yeah, I grew up in the arcades. I remember putting in my quarters, at the pizza shop.
Good times.
Mm-hmm. And so it was different back then. I feel that it's very much different from how it is now. Back then, if you wanted to talk your shit, you had to back it up because you were in front of everybody. You put your quarter up and you stood next to your opponent, and everybody saw in real time what was happening. No, there's input lag. There's none of that shit. There's none of there's not.
There was something more pure to it.
Yeah, and so you had to really, be about your shit, and so that's what I miss about the city back in the day. Like I'm from New York City, and I didn't there's when I see a payphone, I go crazy. I was like, these things used to work a couple years ago.
These used to do something.
I remember these, yeah.
So I love video gaming. Like, Crystal knows this, but like my father, growing up, I used to think he looked like Super Mario, and my first big, gaming memory was when we went to the Wiz. Anybody remember the Wiz? It was like Best Buy. It was like Circuit City, back in the day. The Wiz. We went to the Wiz and we bought a Super Nintendo with Super Mario World, the bundle, and we took it home and he plugged it in. And I thought this was like a cartoon thing, whatever. But he's controlling this cartoon that looks like him on the screen while he's sitting next to me. I'm 4 years old. It blew my mind. And I was just like, what is this? And ever since then, it was like gaming was an escape from the gunshots and the people. I couldn't go play outside like that. Like people are getting shot. They're selling drugs, so, I would be indoors. And when I would even go outside, like it was different. I could go outside back in the day. I carried a knife everywhere. My parents would let me go on the bus and go places. I would skate and skateboard, but I would get into a bunch of shit. Like people, I'll get into fights and all types of stupid shit. It's not like Beast Boy will tell you I went to a bad school or no, just the city I grew up in is not easy. It's hard. And arcades and video games were my escape. Watching some anime, watching cartoons was cool. And it wasn't cool. You actually got bullied for fucking being a nerd. But I was willing to fight for it, because it took me away from all the fucked up shit in the streets.
I have noticed the turnaround on people that play video games. You are now not cool if you do not play video games. It was not like this for the better part of every other part of my life.
I'm a huge video gamer. I have all right, so I got a PS1, not PS1. What am I talking? Xbox One, the old one, the last one. I don't know what they're doing with the naming conventions. It's
very hard to keep up with the current.
But I have the last one. Last one.
It's called an Xbox One.
Yeah, I have a PS4. I have a Switch, but my main thing is I play on PC.
Same. I can't do the console. I don't even know what consoles are coming out. And I've heard that if you are trying to buy a console, you have to pay like $20,000.
But
it's like a car payment.
For all my PC Master Race guys or the purists, I'm sorry, I play on PC with the controller.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
That's right.
If I'm playing, I'm using a controller.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't believe Zales is a real gamer. Name every video game ever. Okay.
Oh.
There's ping pong for the Atari. Swamp. I don't know. I play GTA. I'm really into the skate games. I'm loving the fucking Session and Skater XL. We fucking love Left 4 Dead over here.
Left 4 Dead is a pretty fun one.
We love Left 4 Dead. I like The Last of Us. Even though 2 was very divisive, I don't know what the fuck. It was like a movie. Yeah, Skate 2 was great. I love Skate 2. I love Skate 3. Skate 3 was actually released on a very special date to us. I'm not gonna say the day because, of course, people are weirdos and they'll look it up.
Yeah.
But yeah, Skate 3 was great.
Like those feel like the old Tony Hawk games, right? I feel like I played one of those.
So speaking of Tony Hawk and all those old games, anybody remember a game called Thrasher Skate and Destroy?
Yes.
I
remember it coming out. I didn't play it.
I have Skate and Destroy tattooed on me. I have it on my bicep. And that game, like,
Tony Hawk doubles up because you said you are a skateboard guy, right?
Yes. I skate.
Okay, so yeah, that one doubles up. That's fine.
Yeah, yeah, but I got that tattooed on me. But that if Tony Hawk made me start skating, Thrasher made me a skater for life. Like the music, seeing like the Brooklyn banks, like I'm weird. Like when I travel, I want to see the skate spots in the city. Like I want to see where I could skate. I want to see the chill place. Like places where people don't go. Where do the locals go? You know. So
yeah.
But I play the skateboarding games, of course. I really like fighting games. So I'm into Street Fighter. I play Smash a little bit. I'm not great at it.
That's the shit that Alex plays.
I'm trying to learn how to play this fucking DBZ shit, this Dragon Ball Fighters.
I enjoy the Dragon Ball video games. I can't really watch it, but they have fun video games.
I have Blaze Blue, but I don't play it. Like I need to play.
That game is not fun.
I thought Xenoverse was good.
Well, Xenoverse is good. If you like fighting games and 2D fighters, then Dragon Ball Fighter Z is a pretty fun time. Xenoverse is fun too. I'm
into slower paced fighters. Like my favorite fighting game of all time is Capcom versus SNK 2.
Ah, brother.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Awesome.
Dennis Buznitz is a type of sneaker. He's a skater. He's on Adidas. I actually skate his shoes for a viable ninja.
He is a shoe guy. So I am not surprised he picked up on it being a shoe.
Wait. He's a shoe guy? Like he's into sneakers?
He does. He likes sneakers.
He's into
ninja. You need to go watch my video about sneakers. It's the one that dropped on Halloween. Is that the door? I think I hear the door.
Holy shit. All right.
But no,
pause it real quick, just in case something bad might be happening at your door. Knowing these fucking people, something dumb might be about to happen.
Hey, yo, get the strap, yo.
Don't do that. No, Tell them that you're going to open and walk back from the door, depending on who it is.
No, we have a peephole, and we're safe. Arm the cannon.
As long as it's not cops, that will be fine. But I don't get surprised when people get swatted anymore.
The cops would have not. They would have not rang the doorbell. They would have been banging on the door.
Oh yeah, they would have done the bang. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Remember,
That's probably the video games the kids play.
Okay, video games. It was video games. So
nice.
So shit like so my kids love video games too. My son, 10 years old, plays Street Fighter. All the Street Fighters, not just he plays 4 or 5. He plays the Alpha the collection with Alpha and 2, and
can he beat you?
He cannot beat me yet, but he is getting very good. It's years and years. It's a lifetime of experience against him, who's still learning his footsie game and still learning zoning. And
so like that day when he finally gets you in Street Fighter, that's gonna be a day.
It's gonna I'm gonna take him out for like food. We're going out like.
Day will call for celebration.
He's beaten my nephew who's 17, who also plays. He plays fighting games on YouTube, and stuff like that. And so he's like, no, this kid's getting pretty good. And I'm like, yeah, no. And it's that autism. He gets super focused. He's on the spectrum, and like I've been working with kids that have been on the spectrum for years, and I'm just I see why it's hard for a lot of people, and I'm thankful that my kids is verbal and he could speak, and he's more it's more Rain Man than not being able to talk. There's kids who can't talk. They can't. They want a voice. They need a voice, and no one could say nothing for them. And I came on YouTube kind of doing the same thing. There's channels who don't need a voice, and You know, I barely have a voice. Like my burrow doesn't have a voice. You know, it's like you got to stand up for the little guys. You know, I'm willing to put my fucking rap career on the line to talk about rap scammers. You know, this is not like no regular shit.
That will be an uphill battle for you if you were trying to get into the rap thing, but at the
My-
same time you're calling out rap. That's gonna be a long day.
My life has been an uphill battle. All I know is the fight. You know, so I'm all right being the underdog. I'm ready for it, and of course now I got more people joining the fight, and it's dope. I'm getting support that, you know, when you guys reached out to me and people were saying, I don't know about this, and you know, I'm like, and then Advent was the one that let me know that you guys were, you know, you guys got no love for him for Beast Boy, so it wasn't gonna be like an ambush.
I would be more afraid for your life during like. Don't people get hurt in the rap game? Don't people get not like all the time, but don't people get stabbed and stuff?
People, yeah, rest in peace to Pop Smoke, rest in peace to XXX Tentacion. You know, rap is getting killed, rap is taking their own lives. Benny the Butcher got shot recently in Austin. That was probably over some rap scam shit. We don't know. You know,
If you're gonna go out exposing people, like that's what I would be afraid of, is that somebody might try to hurt you.
I don't really disagree with him. That's,
so
that could be
what I say
bad.
is this. So I mean, I'm gonna say this. Damn. So it's kind of heavy, but they kill all the leaders. They always kill our leaders. You know, like they killed Martin Luther King. They killed Malcolm X. He got bodied in front of his kids at the Audubon, you know, ballroom here in New York and Harlem. You know, they kill greatness. Like Pop Smoke got killed in California just chilling. There was a dude from my neighborhood. You know, I'm gonna mention him. A lot of people don't know about this kid. His name was shit. I forgot his rap name. But in the Bronx, right, you see people say bandsome. Like I got bands and I'm handsome. You know what I'm saying? And so a lot of people were talking about bandsome, and he was one of the people I think in his camp that was coming up from the Bronx. And he got killed in California, got stabbed. He was out there on vacation. And I was like, yo, you don't even gotta leave the hood to get killed. Kids get killed in school. You know what I'm saying? Like life is dangerous, bro. Like, you know, you ain't guaranteed to come home at the end of the day. One of my shit is I'm coming home. I'm coming home. You know, so no matter what danger is coming ahead of me, like I'm ready for it. You know, they killed all our leaders. They killed people they killed Nipsey. Outside his store for what? You know? And yeah, King Von, like all these people getting shot for what? Like this rap shit, this shit gotta change. And the only way that we're gonna do that is if rappers come through and be on some real shit. Fuck it. I'm not talking about, oh, I gotta have the strap because, you know, I sell drugs, or because it's because niggas is coming after me because I'm exposing the fake shit. You know, eventually, you know, they're gonna kill me whether it's a chain, whether it's a car, whether it's my girl. So I might as well die for something. If you're gonna live, you know, if you're gonna live for nothing, right? Might as well die for something. And I don't mind putting myself on the line, you know, all my career, all my YouTube channel. The only people I cannot put on the line is my family. So of course, I'm not gonna be quiet about what people do, you know, to me or anybody. Like I'm not saying I'm a bully slayer, that I bully the bullies, that I fight anybody else for anything. It's just like no, there's certain shit that
Have
is
you bumped into I Bully Bullies yet?
No, I mean, I've seen his videos and shit. I think Scumbag Hector did a video on him. He's one of those cats, right? He's with Beast Boy and his whole group.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I was wondering if you were referencing him when you were talking about I'm not a bully or a bully. I was like, oh man, he knows who that is.
He's a very special sweet.
Yeah, but I see that this really disgusting, you know, like kind of characters are like just prevailing constantly.
Yeah,
like,
it's a bad trend.
You know, and I'm not saying I'm perfect, but at least when I know I'm trying to make content and with my art, I don't want anybody, you know, these videos that people put like 30, 40 hours, of work into these videos. You want your stuff to be associated with like drama and bullshit. Like, no, you want to push artistry. You want to push stuff that you think is cool. Like you say, you don't want to talk about people every day on your fucking stream. Like, why? Because it's a bummer. It gets you fucking down. You know.
Oh, it gets fucking tired time to time. I give out to people every once in a while. It's like, I'm not doing the show today and talking about this or this, and I'll just say fuck it and talk about Godzilla for 2 hours.
Oh, I fucking love Godzilla. I have a Godzilla tattoo.
You have a Godzilla tattoo?
Yes, I have a Godzilla.
All right, you can stay.
He's making everybody happy.
Yeah,
you just got a membership.
Yeah, Godzilla. So so I'm not gonna say I've watched all the Godzilla movies and shit like that, but I'm really into the idea of big kaiju destroying a city. I'm from a fucking port city. I'm from New York, so I could look at the
every once in a while you look out there, you see the water, and it's like one could pop up any minute.
But Godzilla to me is so weird because he's just like a big force of nature, but I kind of associate him with like coming up in America. Like when I first got cable is when I first like got introduced to Godzilla, and I was like, what is this? And I was like 8 years old, and from then on it was just like
it's all about it.
Yeah, the Godzilla movie in '98 made me cry though. I didn't like it with Matthew Broderick.
I'm not sure if anybody liked that one.
But then now I watch it for the memes.
That was really a
terrible movie. It can work as a random kaiju movie, but as a Godzilla movie, it does not really fly.
How do you guys feel about Shin Godzilla?
Shin Godzilla is the shit.
So Shin Godzilla was directed by Hideki Anno, who is the creator
of the anime guy.
Yeah, Neon Genesis Evangelion, which is my favorite anime because of I love the anime because it's a mind fuck, and the art and the fucking big mecha thing, and it just did some weird like Andy Warhol-esque shit.
Gainax does good work.
Yeah, Gainax does good work. They're really good. So I'm into animation because like I'm a huge nerd, but I draw. Like I've been drawing since I was a kid. Since I was 3 years old. I started like I was influenced by like the cartoons. And as a kid we weren't watching like whatever was on cable and stuff. So I was watching like old cartoons like Hanna-Barbera and stuff like that, like Scooby-Doo and Looney Tunes and all that.
Is that
stuff.
the kind of thing you like to draw? Is a kind of cartoon style?
Yeah, when I was a kid, but now it's more realistic. It's more about I don't really draw so much, but I'm alright. I do more graphic design stuff now. I feel like my stuff went more to a photography route, but I still implement a lot of like my own designs and stuff into my work. My whole mantra about getting your quality up. It's like everything's got to be on point. The visuals, the sound, the editing. It's just I want to push myself. It's like skateboarding. Like I progress. It's about progression. You push yourself a little bit harder every day.
Yeah, you try a little harder, you put a little fucking more work in, and hopefully you end up getting reward out of it. Or you can just buy some followers with some bots. You can do that too.
Oh yeah, you can be Skynet.
There's always that route. Hold on, there's an anime reference to it. Mecha Cooler. He did that. All right, he had a bunch of... I know the animes too, guys. High five, there we go.
Hello, fellow anime kid.
Somebody's nailed a weeb chick in the time.
You should just start talking Japanese, like "Omae nushinderu."
Hey, he knows Fist of the North Star.
Keep him. Like that shit, like that. Like it's funny. A lot of people don't notice that, like Street Fighter and is like Ryu's character is based on from Fist of the North Star. Ryu. Oh, they have the same name.
Is that real? Yeah, Alex, answer for yourself.
I was gonna say there are a lot of fighting game characters that take from Fist of the North Star. So
and then
there's some Ryu there that takes from Kenshiro.
Yeah, Kenshiro. Yeah, that's his name. And then of course the shooting the key at each other like Kamehamehas. That translates from like, that goes into how they do the Hadoukens and shit like that. and then the dude who actually designed or like created like Street Fighter, I think he went to SNK, and then he made his series Art of Fighting, which then went into Fatal Fury, and that's why we have Terry.
Like SNK?
Yeah. What?
I'm asking, do you like SNK?
I like some SNK games. I've played some King of Fighters back now. My favorite fighting game is Capcom versus SNK 2.
Okay, we have to keep him around. He's saying all the right stuff today.
Slacker is thrown to and said, Tonka is now a weeb confirmed. Also about that buck, you get no money back on that Slacker.
Is he still trying to get a buck back for every $2?
He is.
He's trying to get his cash back on his credit card.
He's trying to get it returned. I will gladly give you 2 today for 1 tomorrow.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm into drawing. I'm into I got into comics. Like when I was a kid, so what married like the two worlds was when I started like hearing Wu-Tang. I was like, wait, oh shit, these guys are talking about kung fu movies, because that's why we love like fighting games. Like we grew up on like, Bruce Lee shit, Return of the Dragon, Game of Death, and watching, the old kung fu flicks, Five Deadly Venoms and 36 Chambers of Death. And so we were into that type of stuff, because you get them anywhere. You go anywhere and somebody's selling bootlegs of old tapes and whatever stuff, and we would always just go for the kung fu flicks. It's like, man, like if it wasn't everybody, everybody got their pick. Your dad got the fucking black comedy, or at least my dad did. And then we got Friday. Oh, now I'm gonna pick up some fucking kung fu shit, And so we're hearing it in rap records. I was like, oh shit. And then hearing the comic book references and Ghostface Killer calling himself Iron Man, I was like, oh man, this is fucking dope, And it just spoke to my little nerd heart. I was like, I'm in the city, and which is I'm so like hyped now for like Miles Morales Spider-Man. Like I'm like, oh, this shit is like that times 1,000. It's all come
That's a
back
video
around.
game that just came out too, isn't it?
Yeah, for the PS4 and the PS5, the Spider-Man stuff, Miles Morales. It's really like hip hop based. It's like, it's like that. If my kids were a superhero, that's what they would be, and that's it's that representation. It's dope, but it's dope to see that come back around. The nerdiness is cool again. Nerdiness is cool now, at least, and that's something you don't see like.
Well, it's something you used to not see. I think like the nerds are the cool ones now.
But
I am out of the loop on 90% of everything anyone ever talks about at this point.
But in the inner city, it's different. It's not like that. In the inner city, like you get made fun of for wanting to be smart.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like that. So like I see what like Beast Boy was doing, trying to come in as like a hood nerd, and I'm a friendly neighborhood gangster.
The friendly neighborhood gang of all the gimmicks to come up with.
Gangster.
Is it? I don't know. Do you see anything redeemable on the man? Like, is there a way that if he calmed the fuck down and quit acting like such a fucking fool, maybe canceled his subscription to whatever random bot service he's using? Do you think there is a use for this guy?
All right, I feel like he has to do much more than that. Firstly, he has to acknowledge his wrongdoings and like publicly apologize, and at that point, like, I don't know. I feel like this. I'm gonna try to be civil. It's not that I don't want him to eat. He cannot. He's just not allowed at my table. And
I have that feeling about a lot of people. I know exactly what you're talking about.
And I guess if he goes on retreat, backpacks Europe, takes some acid, and finds himself, and comes back and tries to be a somewhat decent type of guy, he may be able to restart his channel on through a different name and stuff, and get rid of all this bot shit. And if he could prove himself then, and not do the same and not regress to the same behavior, then I guess he's all right. He can stay around. I'm not saying but I feel he's gone too far with what he's done. He's still going too far with the way he's treating his mods. Like they could say, there's more underneath the surface. So that's what Whoop That just said.
Oh, he better not get rid of his fucking bot service today. Goddamn, it's going to ruin my traffic report.
He is. If I think about him, I don't remember much, but I do remember he is really, really, really sensitive, but trying to play it off as I'm gonna just fake laugh really loud and go at everybody and scream and it'll be fine. Which is what I hear that I do, but I don't know. I don't really do that.
I think that's true. He plays this hard like character, and it's not really him. He might. I'm not gonna say that he's like the worst fighter, even though he has a loss, and that's the only mark on his record. You know,
At least he's got a record, right?
yeah, at least he's got a record. At least you
Yeah.
know. But then there's a lot of holes in his story. He made it off like he won that fight, but then he didn't.
Well, he told me he had 20 fights, and then I looked it up and I said, "It says you have one."
That's why That's why he put you under in his sights. That's why, because you fucking questioned him. You see how quick it is, how easily it can be done. I think one of your mods, got blocked by him by over one tweet.
It's probably Ninja. Ninja gave him hell. If I remember right, Ninja gave him a lot of shit for bullshitting and lying about things.
It's because I put out the audio. I don't know if you guys have heard it, but it sounds like BxBeastBoy to me. You know, like, and all the information and the tweets and all the stuff that's connected. It's just way too convenient that this random person will have such a fucking titty attack. You know, get their fucking
Titty attack.
Titty attack.
yeah, and have a titty attack over this shit, and they fucking block my family and do all this other shit. You know, it's a why don't you just fight me? And then I said, why if you're an MMA fighter, why don't we just fight? I said that in my videos. You know, and I fuck it. You want to talk about my family? No. If you think it's that easy, we could have did that. But
Yeah, if he wants to take it to that level, all right, well, let's fight. And it seems he doesn't want to do that. He wants everyone to forget you exist now.
Yeah, and I'm the one. And it's funny because he tells people that I'm the one who begged for attention. But there's a if you
There's
go
a lot of things on the side of that. You didn't beg us for attention. I saw I don't know. What was it? Herb? Who had found it? Akujin?
Yeah.
Okay, Herb had found it, and I looked at it, and I was like, all right, well, I see. I wanted to talk about it, but looking through your stuff, I didn't know what the beginning was versus the end versus the who did something first, what's in retaliation, what the timeline. I didn't get any of that. So I was like, I told them to see if you would come on and talk about it, because if I ended up talking about it, didn't have you here or whatever, I could have gotten 99.999% of it wrong, and that would have messed up the 1% I got right. Or even if I got 1% of it wrong, it could mess up the 99 that's right.
So if you go into the folders and stuff, you see all the different folders. We named them stupidly. I guess I should rename them.
No, it's not about the names of the folders that we had problems with. It's putting things in a coherent timeline. Like when we watched that particular video of you on that call, unless you have
the interaction in total.
Unless you have context of what happened before that and led up to that, it seems a certain way. And it kind of seems like you may be the aggressor and, things like that.
Yeah. And that's, which is why I feel like, because I did, dole out some threats. I'm not going to lie. It's not like, oh, somebody is racing across some.
Yeah, that happens on my street all the time.
He's in Australia. It's fucking wild out there.
All right. All right. So you
understand.
Dude,
if some dude messages me like my mum or my kid's name and says I'm gonna fuck them up, like I'm automatically going to react aggressively.
Yeah, all bets are off. I'll eat your soul.
Yes.
And I'm gonna be honest. I was stupid, but at this point, I was not a YouTuber. I'm like, not necessarily. Like I was on YouTube. I was making content or whatever. But at this point, I was a dormant channel, regular guy trying to figure out his way back into this thing. This dude, comes to me like, I'm not thinking it's a bot, but I respond because I'm kind of looking for a community to join. And then this person who claims to be like, cool and my friend starts to be a dickhead. And it's really weird because it's like, you don't have to make these comments about me. Like it's kind of like you're trying to poke fun at me to look cool in front of your audience. And it's just like, why are you doing this? If that's the case, why don't you put me on your stream And I also challenged him to that, but he wouldn't do that. It's because he doesn't want to. He wants to be able to control the narrative.
Well, you may not know this, but he was told that he could come on today. I knew that he wouldn't because he has no sack.
But on now for real, he's I also on some.
Oh,
I
I invite
he
people on.
probably listening. He probably listening. So yo, money. I know you hear me. Why don't you just come on and talk your shit, bro? Like really explain yourself. You know, like you talk all this shit on your channel. You talk all this shit on your Discord. You delete your channel. You scrub your stuff. Like you have. You know, I'm not gonna bark on you. I'm not. I'm chilling right now. I'm gonna drink some water. I'm gonna smoke more herb. You know, and I'm gonna just chill out. Right. We have mediators here, and I promise I won't disrespect their channel. You know, so because you allowed me to come on here and you know tell my story. But if he could come on and
it'd be magic. I don't know. Has he blocked you yet, Akujin? Does he know who you are?
I don't think so. But I've never tried to contact him or anything like that.
He was asked by somebody else, so
it was me.
I mean, is he on Twitter? Like, is he there?
A long time ago. Oh yeah, but check it out. Go look at this stuff on Twitter, right? Like not my Twitter. In the drive. There's a particular one that I think is so funny because he tells me I'm always like that. And what the fuck? Where is it? All right, it's in the Zales round 1 folder in the Zales DM2. It says, I told him I just came from Adorama downtown. This was on the 28th, right before New York shut down for the pandemic. Told him I bought some blogging stuff because I bought like some stuff. And then he said, damn, bro, you should have hit me up. I need to get that adapter for the Canon. He wants to get a dummy battery for his camera. He said he's tired of changing batteries. And I want to when am I going to see a vid? And I told him I had to switch some stuff around. So my show tomorrow was going to be part of the vid. I was going to do a vlog or whatever. And I was lacking footage because everything was getting shut down. So, you know, after that, you know, basically chilling, whatever, and then all the stuff starts happening. But I'm like, oh, I'm the guy who's seeking attention. I'm the guy who wants to be your friend. You came looking for me, bro. Every time, all your interactions are hitting me up. Pretty much.
It seems like that's his hobby, is to hit up random people.
Mm-hmm. And
it's a very weird formula. I mean, best of luck to him on it working. I mean, randomly hitting people up and, hey, will you check out my channel?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with like you doing that, but I feel like it's crazy how when like Creepshow now has deleted her fucking Twitter because she was coming at Vic for, you know, dropping something in the
why would she do that?
But I don't know. But then there's nothing wrong with people coming in your DMs and being like, "Hey, you know, bot," you know, and it's not cool, you know.
Was she saying that? Were you guys just able to everything she said? You're just like, yeah, that's not what happened, and she just gets frustrated and deletes her whole Twitter over that.
Well, I didn't really say much. The only thing I did was when somebody said, "Oh, I think Vic defended his channel," and some girl was talking about like, "Oh, whatever, something," and then I put up, "Explain this then," and then I put up the Beast Boy shit, and then they're like, "Oh, you know." If it's funny if Beast Boy goes down and Creepshow goes down with them for not speaking about this when she had the opportunity to do so, and it blows up in both their faces, it's kind of karma, you know. And she's, you know,
and she's been made aware of it. That's what you mean.
She was made aware. Yeah, she was made aware of it. Vic told her, and then she told him to fuck off, and then whatever. And so they tweeted at each other, and Vic and his sister are you know. We can't speak for them. I can't speak for them, but they're, you know, they kind of go in on their Twitters and stuff. But they're more of a they're very, you know, they call your shit. They pull your card. That's their you know. Since Vic makes commentary videos and he talks about like shit that I find real scummy, you know, and I don't really know Vic. I met, you know, I first heard about him when he dropped my video. Well, not my video, dropped his video that featured me or whatever in it, like when he talked about me and he tweeted about me. And I was just out minding my business and he was thanking me for a video. And I'm like, I don't know who this person is. I'm going to check out what they're talking about. I see another Beast Boy video. I see that he's fighting for other people because I don't know if you saw the stuff which, this shit really pissed me off. What's his fucking name? Crows of Judgment. Crows of Judgment. Quote
Crows
unquote,
of Judgment.
covered this stuff on his stream the other night, like 2 nights ago, 3 nights ago, whatever. And it's the one that was titled BxBeastBoy says what or some shit, I don't know, whatever, in the title, and it talks about him threatening an old lady and stuff like that. It's the title explains and description explain more than what he and his guests talked about on that stream. They made it seem like the girl that we had on Vic's stream the other night, and somebody asked who Vic is again. Vic Blanco Prods is
He was in the chat a minute ago.
Yeah, he was the one who dropped the hour and a half video about him, how he talks really weird to kids, how he attacks his fans and stuff like that. It's kind of crazy.
Oh, by the way, just so you guys, the weird with kids is he is manipulative. See, we've had people who are being a different kind of weird with kids.
Oh, you mean well, it's just that I'm not saying he's being like a pedophile, but it's really it's kind of like how a gang member would recruit a young person. They're looking for young people, looking for a space, and they're looking for
trying to kids who are easily led around and easily sold on something.
Yeah, impressionable people, and stuff like that, gullible people. And so who's gonna do it to? Young kids who are coming up trying to get that clout shit and that whole
they're trying to find their footing, and he takes advantage of that.
Yeah, and the shit that he talks about, it's like I don't know any of these people. Like I'm go ask other people in New York, guys who make music and are doing stuff that is essentially street culture. He talks about being a gangster. I don't know no Crips or Blood. You heard Pop Smoke, rest in peace, talking about Without a Crystal Ball or anybody like that. But Crows of Judgment was making it seem like the girl that Vic was talking about in the video, that when I initially heard about Vic, he was harassing the fuck out of her. They were talking about sodomizing her in the Discord. And and happy hunting and shit like that. And they were going at her on Twitter, and she, she's autistic, and so she fucking had a meltdown, And so this is bullshit. You can't treat people like this. So when I heard about this shit, I'm like, okay, listen, I don't want to bring this shit up again because I didn't want to talk about it. And that's, with Vic, what situation was with Vic. But I'm like, since he's fucking spreading this type of behavior and continuing it, something has to fucking be done. Something has to be said, but it's crazy how we're all working without a crystal ball when he wasn't even making Without a Crystal Ball shit and talking about her when he had my fucking situation with me. So I paid Without a Crystal Ball. What is this now? I'm in
You're a shill.
So she's Cammy, I guess, Without a Crystal Ball. I don't know.
Something.
Yeah. And they talk, and my wife just said that Tori's a survivor of sexual assault. And so when you fucking threatening people with sexual assault, that shit is not cool. It's shit's just gonna bring up and reignite trauma, and you're doing this to your fans, people in your Discord, just because they disagree with you, just because they want to play devil's advocate, just because they're not showing up for streams, because
they're not agreeing with him, they're not making him feel like whatever the fuck it is he needs to feel like.
Yeah, in his apology video, he says that I left, the stream, and I hit him up telling him I wasn't gonna participate. When in fact it was the other way. I left the stream and just wanted to leave it alone. And he comes asking me questions, and it's just like, I don't have to answer to you. But then I told him what it was. I was honest. And then he calls me. I don't know you. You're not a friend. I barely call my fucking family. Barely call my friends. Why am I talking to you on the phone?
Well, the thing with the Crows of Judgment people. So what was it that they did that was wrong?
Yeah. So with the
for a start, they're birds,
okay,
and they are not to be trusted.
Birds are never to be trusted. I remember.
Yeah. Fucking Alfred Hitchcock.
Anyone who identifies as a bird on the internet,
you're a fucking bird. You're a chicken head.
it's usually not a good sign. We know one guy. It's Ricochet. He has a night owl thing. I got my eye on you. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm watching him.
So So
But
we had the
as
girl
an
who,
Australian, I know all about these birds and what they're really up to, and their nefarious plot
Fucking
to take over the world.
fucking emus.
Oh god.
birds aren't real.
I've heard that one. I have heard that one. They're all just spying on us and shit. Can't trust birds. Oh, Rain's saying they're
Okay.
weebs. You're all weebs.
Weeble wobble.
Wait, hold on. Ninja said that Beast Boy made a video about him.
Over a comment.
Really?
Mm.
I feel like I do remember that, but I don't remember what all it was about. But that sounds like him. Someone made a YouTube comment that gets a video.
Yeah, but I was
Ninja
saying
doesn't
with,
make any videos, just so you know. When you were talking about how you were a smaller YouTuber, Ninja doesn't even make videos.
That's crazy. Why would you even talk about us? Why would you bring us up in your platform? But I was saying with the girl that they threatened and stuff like that. So, so we had her on the stream, with us on Vic's channel, like for earlier this week. We went 3 straight days of streaming, and we put up all the receipts. We explained the whole timeline, so that's why it's such a long video, and it's a lot to unpack. But after he did the shit with me and I left it alone, he started fucking with other people. I learned about it from Vic's video, so we pretty much all joined up, and we was like, no, all this shit got to be put out because our channels are starting to gain traction, and people are constantly like trying to troll us like on some shit. My wife, she started her channel. She has one video up of her doing her hair. It's not controversial at all. It has 10 dislikes. For what?
Really?
Yeah. It makes no sense. She streams with me. Yes, sometimes she's we could be polarizing because we're very anti Beast Boy, but it's just like, y'all care this much?
Anti Beast Boy cannot be that polarizing. He is sending his people to go bitch at you because nobody gives a shit about that dork. He is just some fucking loser. Whenever you're first starting out, it's hard to tell because, of course, he blows his numbers up the way that he does.
Yeah, but so we had Tor on the stream, and she explained her story, and it was very hard for her. It was hard for everybody on the stream. She literally made everybody cry on stream, because she's very nice. She's like very sweet to us. I've never had a bad interaction with her. If she doesn't agree with something, yeah, she may play devil's advocate, but she's not like, hey, you're a piece of shit. She's really like, hey, maybe you should have, maybe we shouldn't bust his ball so much or whatever. Maybe you should, and like.
I've known people like that were way too nice to be around the shit that they're around.
Yeah, so when they did that shit to Tor, I'm like, this is very disproportionate. Talking about like doing stuff to her with like the handles of brooms or whatever, and it's just like, come on, man, what the fuck, like skewer her and shit like that, like over some questions, over her not being around like that, and it's like that's essentially what did it to me. Oh, I was acting funny in the chat, so he came and asked me questions, and it's disgusting. So. The way that
acting funny in the chat.
The way that Crow reported on it, he made it seem like we were making actual allegations of physical abuse. And he was like, "You should go to the fucking cops and stuff like that." And it's like, what do? You send the cops to Discord, and they'd be like, "This is what the fuck they're saying,"
I need to report an internet thing.
There's internet drama.
So now what does everybody say? Oh, you smaller channels have to fucking stick up for yourself. So when we do, now we're fucking trolls. Now we're faking. Now we're this and that. And it's just like, no, this motherfucker.
They try to catch 22 you with a lot of that shit.
Yeah, and it's like now we have the receipts and stuff like that. There's a whole bunch of fucking channels who haven't reported on it, and they've been known about it. Like Mysterious T, Captain Napkin, or everybody likes to call Captain Napkin now.
Captain Napkin.
That's a great name.
Pretty great. That's a really good name.
Tough acting to acting.
Yeah, Creep Show knew about it, and now she's deactivated the trailer. Excuse me, shit.
Akujin's done worse. You're fine.
Hey.
He used to be terrible.
And it's just like now it's crazy. It's blowing up in everybody's faces because it's like you can't be commentary channels and not really comment on the fuck shit that's right in front of your face. It's like if you knew you're fuck somebody who's in your DMs and somebody's like, oh yeah, that person's all right, or you retweeted them, says some shit that you don't fuck with. You gotta backtrack. You gotta be like, no, I don't stand by that shit.
Oh
You know, but
man,
you don't
if
have.
you only knew.
Yeah, but,
Yeah, I was gonna
but
say
you
that's
don't.
not
But
familiar.
it's not a complete. But it's not a complete condemnation of what the person is. It's just distance yourself.
Just acknowledge it.
Yeah,
That's all you got to do.
Yeah, but this guy has distanced himself from his own YouTube channel, from his own career, his own Discord. You know, he's trying to fucking just play. You know, fucking shadows and mirrors, and it's it's ridiculous. It's like you can see he's scrambling right now. Like he's probably scrambling right now. He's losing his shit. He won't come on here. He's probably gonna be, you know.
Oh, he's going to be bitching.
Yeah.
There will be a stream to about 15 people later. And
Are
he's
you
going to
sure
think
it's
I
not-
give a shit.
Are you sure it could be 15? Because I'm looking right now on Twitter here. We got BxBeastBoy here. Let's see. 18 hours ago it says, "Can I rap? Let me know in the comments." And there's like one.
Oh, no.
Okay, that's one heart. Okay. So
Oh,
then
no.
we're gonna go forward in time. We're gonna go to a post he made 16 hours ago. It says, "Can I rap?" So apparently there was not enough, input on the last one. So then he's got another, "Can I rap? Let me know in the comments." And there's nobody. There's not even a heart on there.
Fuck off, hold on. Screenshot that.
How do I? Okay.
Is
So
he
he
just
asked the
is he
same
just
thing?
repeating the same fucking question to
Yeah.
nobody?
Yeah.
He's asking Oblivion over and
That's
over.
sad.
So
Okay,
guys,
then wait. Then we're gonna go. Hang on a second. We're not done yet. Now we're gonna go up to the time of 7 hours ago. It says, "Can I rap? Let me know in the comments." Now there's actually a heart and a comment. I haven't read the comment.
Oh, you got a comment that time.
He got a comment that time.
Is it you, Zales?
no, it's not. I'm blocked.
Okay. I was just making sure.
I'm gonna scroll up here, and so when I scroll up, it says, okay, he's got 52,000 followers on Twitter, and he got one star.
We should send him the fucking Dave Chappelle to wrap it up box. He can wrap it up. Wrap it up, B.
Oh man.
Stop
But,
in that shit.
Yeah, but he did the same thing with me. Basically, he made a comment on my Instagram, kind of implying I'm a jerk off. No one engaged with it, so he tried it again on his stream, and then instead of engaging with it, I was like, you know what, fuck this guy. I just turned his stream off, and then he comes to me, hey, we asked about you in the chat. You're basically calling me a jerk off to 3,000 people. I mean, not 4 people, 5, but if you get views on this shit, like whatever. It's like, I don't know what's going on here with your numbers, but you have a projected or an estimated or a seemingly 3,000 platform. Like, and he had 3,000 a couple months ago. Like, where did he jump to 14 now all of a sudden? Like, where's these numbers coming from? 52K on Twitter? Like, no one knows this guy. Bought some followers. I don't know. Who knows 50,000 people? And it's like, and then not only that, it's so bad because you have all these followers, you have all these fucking, you get no engagement, right? But then like your mods have to pay for your food, like they fucking, his mods have like fed him. I'm serious. I'm fucking serious. Not like if you decided, hey, we got a good amount of money. I'm hungry. Can I get a $2, something? And you'll be like, all right, you haven't eaten, and if you're fucking broke, I guess we could do that. No, they'll buy him. They'll buy him food. They'll literally buy him food. Like, oh no, here's money for a chicken sandwich.
They will send him the money for the chicken finger plate.
Yeah, that's
brutal. Go get you some fucking chicken tendies at the McDonald's. Get a Happy Meal, I guess. That's sad.
That's
a bit
bullshit.
sad.
It's fucked up. It's like, yo, listen, like everybody's struggling. It's still, we still in
Oh,
Deorio.
for sure.
People are not working. You're not the only one fucking struggling to put food on a plate. How dare you ask any of your mods, any of your fans to send you money for food? What you should be doing is, again, getting your quality up.
I was about to say go mow a lawn, but you can't mow lawns in New York City.
And make better content. So if people want to give you their money because they support what you're doing, you can go ahead and do that. I'm not saying, like, that's another thing too. I know people would be like, oh, you can't take your Discord money, Discord Patreon money and your monetization and pay your bills with it. It's like, wait, what? Like, if you're a full-time YouTuber and content creator, yes, the fuck you can.
Akujin, was he reacting to anime up there?
Huh?
That video that you passed with fucking Vegeta on it, was he reacting to anime?
Well,
No.
you can't do that. That's illegal.
I
No,
will lose my fucking mind.
that was his. Can I rap? Let me know.
What? Vegeta don't want no part of that shit. God. All right.
Yeah,
go
no,
ahead.
he's
Didn't you
Dude,
know
Vegeta's a mad
Vegeta's got
rapper.
mad lyrical skills?
Yeah, he's the biggest rapper in the world.
Fuck that. You need to keep Vegeta out of this. He didn't do nothing. That's one that I know. He doesn't deserve
He's
this.
4 feet tall.
He is a little
Okay.
dude.
I don't. Well, damn, it's not even released. Or is it on my SoundCloud? Oh, I think I do still have a SoundCloud. No, that's spelled wrong. I typed that wrong completely.
It counts. If it still gets there, it counts.
Shit.
Oh my god. He has asked this question so many times. I'm looking at the screenshots now, Les. This is fucking sad.
I was like, wow. At first, I was like, man, I'm still feeling the drugs from the 80s because I keep on seeing the same shit over and over, but the timestamps are different. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute.
You know, it's funny. When I see this guy, he doesn't look like... He looks kind of I don't know, unassumingly...
Go to one of his videos. We could watch the apology video that he put out. It is obnoxious.
He just doesn't look like the person you're describing. It's weird.
He's not the person that he describes himself to be.
Accurate.
And yeah.
I sent a thing over to Akujin that will not be in that comment section long, but our friend from the chat here, Kairu, he has obliged, and he went to go let him know if he could rap.
Oh dear.
Get the fuck up out of here.
Oh my god, he got a video called this too. Can I rap?
That's a horrible name for a video. Like, you're asking for it. In not a good way.
Premiered 18 hours ago, 61 views, 10 comments.
Yeah, it's
a lot of love, except from this Kairu person.
This dickhead Kairu over here.
I don't imagine that's gonna get a Beast Boy heart.
Well, real quick, when was the last time that he tweeted?
I don't know.
4 hours ago.
Let's see here.
Yo, so
4 hours ago, so he is awake today.
Well, 3 hours ago.
Yeah.
He doing chocolate covered chicken with sprinkles.
Oh God, that sounds gross. Hold on.
I know.
What were you saying, Zales?
Nasty.
Yeah, I wouldn't even try that.
Oh shit! Oh, I know his angle. I know his fucking angle. He's gonna become Nikocado Avocado.
Oh no!
That's his next angle.
The girls tell me about that. Who is that guy?
He's a weird dude. He's a weird dude that eats food, and he's gotten really fat over the years from eating so much food. Or the year, I don't know how long he's been eating food.
Yeah, a couple of years he's been eating. got bad. Yeah.
I'm a big guy. Like I'm 6 feet tall. I'm about 270, and
what does that? Don't even know.
That ain't right, man.
That ain't right.
He eats way more. He eats way more food than I can eat in a fucking week in one video. It's crazy.
I'm telling you right now, that's worse than ketchup on brats right there.
Oh,
people give me shit for having a well done steak.
We give Akujin a lot of shit for the stuff he eats.
Yeah, for like well done steak, but come on, man.
Well done steak. I just had steak and eggs before this.
Was it well done?
Hell no.
Hell no, it wasn't. See, you lost another one, Akujin.
Yep, fuck you. I like my steak well done. What of it?
Hey, you know what? I'll go on this hill with you.
How is that steak that you're still chewing?
It's fucking delicious.
Compared to what I'm
looking
at
and
now.
after my well done steaks, I got the jaw strength to tear your throat out.
That's the new Jaws size. Just eat well done steak.
You sit there and chew steak for a half an hour.
Dude, my mouth is jacked, son.
Ooh, that's your new angle right there. That's your new angle. Akujin Steakhouse. Who needs a Jaws size when you can have a well done steak?
It's not a meal. It's an experience.
Yeah, you burn off the calories from the steak by the time you finished eating it. It's really slimming.
Yeah.
Crucial Bunny gave 2 and said, opinions on Manta Island, Zars, and MF Doom.
I like MF Doom. Food. Beef wrap.
Heard of MF Doom.
Leads to getting teeth wrapped. Even a reef from Mom Dukes or some gift cap. I suggest you change your diet. It can lead to high blood pressure if you fry it. Even a stroke, heart attack, heart disease. Ain't no starting back when arteries start to squeeze.
Hold on, is this a rap about diabetes?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh my god.
Nice.
It's called beef rap.
No, there you go.
Yeah. I fucking love MF Doom. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Didn't he do Didn't he do work for like Adult Swim or something? I recognize.
I could do beef rap in the meat wad voice. Beef rap. It looks like it into caps.
Well, yeah, Crucial Bunny. He is happy about it, and apparently so is Rain. Now we've had this invite out to him for about 30 minutes. I have a feeling he'll dodge it, but before we call it and say that he has dodged this one, like we all know he will. There was one more story that we were going to talk about today, and we may as well get your opinion while you are here on it, Zales.
All right.
It's a very, very small one. So, earlier in the year, a guy named Pescatore made fun of the commentary people. He is one of the commentary people, and I'm not saying I like him or give a fuck about him, but here's the funny part. He told Nicholas Deorio that he was going to clap them cheeks. And everybody laughed at Deorio, like everybody always laughs at Deorio. And as usual,
Except for
Deorio
Tommy
doesn't
C,
get why.
who called the police.
So he fears the sexual encounter. He's scared to get his cheeks clapped.
He is tweeting about how Pescatore, who has come back to YouTube, threatened to sexually assault him.
Wait, so can I so beef rap? He can at least getting cheeks clapped.
He's going with it. This is something he's doing.
No, Deorio. All right, so Deorio, he harasses women like with small followings on fucking Twitter, and he has 20K following. He seems like a little fucking bitch boy with BxBeastBoy, and we're the hot tub mafia or whatever.
Yeah, that's what they go with because
then-
Smash
okay.
JT owns a hot tub, and they don't like him.
All right, so what are they?
Smash JT, he makes video game videos.
how
He's
do
a
you
nice
make-
guy.
How do you make fun of us in the fucking hot tub? What the fuck? At least
Be fucking Deorio and not be able to fit in a hot tub.
Don't even get me started on the other guy. I'm not even gonna say his name. The really big one.
Tipster?
The really big one. And there goes Alex. He's fucking. He didn't want to say who wrote.
Yeah, but
Tipster runs for the hills whenever we show up.
Well-
Every time he opens up a new Twitter account, before he even tweets, he blocks Dr. Herb, he blocks Akujin, he blocks Vamp, he blocks anybody associated with the show because we have dragged that tubby piece of shit through the dirt so many times. He is such a disingenuous shithead.
That's
And he
what
lies
that fucker
about
gets for
everything.
putting that fucking bounty on Han Solo.
So if this was BxBeastBoy their muscle?
Oh God, I hope not.
Was that who he was supposed to be? Was he supposed to be their
He
muscle?
may fancy himself to be that.
Oh man, he thinks he's Luke Cage. He got canceled. He's getting
Luke Cage, he's Johnny Cage, and not even the good Johnny Cage. He's not even like the new Johnny. He's the one that everybody hated. He's lame Johnny Cage.
All right, so Pescatore, I guess I feel that's very hyperbolic, and I'm pretty sure he won't continue or pursue those that encounter. I feel like it's
It was like it's almost a year ago at this point. He said that he will clap his cheeks, and everyone laughed.
everybody said, yo, in New York, yo, bro, he would not have a good time in New York because in New York people say
Oh,
crazy.
Deorio's in New York.
He's from New York. Oh nah,
I've got that right?
Yeah,
Like,
nah.
he's a New York guy.
Okay, so if he talk the way he do on the internet in New York, I'm pretty sure people be like, nigga, fuck up, nigga, suck my, and then he have to leave. He'll have to walk away.
Yes.
Like there's no.
He would be done. If he talked the way he talked on the internet in real life, he would have a million problems. He is a short little round kid.
People in New York are crazy. They crazy. Go to 12. Go just type in 125th Harlem, and fucking in YouTube and just watch.
I guarantee you, he doesn't go down there.
Fuck no. I think he's like trying to apply to fraternities and shit.
Fraternities? You mean what? Like Greek shit? Like
yeah, he's.
He bragged that
He
he's
yeah.
going
How
to be
old is he?
successful because he's got accepted to the same fraternity that had Kavanaugh.
Okay, so he's gonna be probably slipping roofies into girls' drinks for the senior 4 years.
He went for it.
But I guess, and then now, yeah. And now they're scared that Pescatore is gonna clap them cheeks. Shouldn't the girls at college feel the same for what you're probably gonna do with your fraternity brothers? But
I would feel really bad about my life, myself, my status of everything if I were tweeting about how I thought a YouTuber was threatening to sexually assault me when they made fun of me.
Clap your cheeks.
Like, they will do anything to try to put it out there to get people in trouble or under the eye of YouTube or whatever. They will be so shit about things.
Yo, I don't know if people from New York, you ever heard of somebody say, "Oh, come get spanked"? Isn't that clapping the cheek? Come get spanked. People say it all the time. You're gonna get spanked.
No, you can't do that. Not with them. You can't say anything to them. They can say whatever they want.
So you can. Oh man. So damn, these people will hate me because I'm from New. I say really fucked up shit. Like, not all the time. I'm trying to be more positive, but
they will likely try to figure out something to have a go at you about sometime in the soon.
Just know I'm not perfect. No, I'm not perfect, but I haven't done any fuck shit like these guys. Like, I maybe have made personal mistakes in my life that are, but I haven't gone to jail or anything like that.
You may as well if you got that Kumatard stank on you now.
But I'm just a guy from the Bronx, like just trying to make it, and I'm a small rapper, just trying to do something different. Like, I'm not a YouTuber per se or whatever, but I don't have a following.
A minute ago is what it sounds like. You're making videos about shoes, about scammers and shit.
Yeah, put my skateboarding in there a little bit. That's
nothing wrong with
that. Yeah, just a little bit of whatever I'm into. And my wife has been doing. She did her hair video. We got some videos, slated for her that we got to edit and stuff. But this fucking BxBeastBoy situation has just been taking up all of our time. Yep, represent New York, represent the Bronx is in the building.
Oh, Ricochet. He is the bird person that we got to keep our eye on. He's the last good bird I know of. But I have a feeling I know the answer to this question, but entertain me with it anyway, Akujin. Did we ever hear back from that paragon of masculinity known as BxBeastBoy?
I have not heard back from him yet, but
say it ain't so.
Look, to be
you know what
to be fair to him, I don't know that he's seen it.
Seriously, you should send him another message.
It's the only fucking interaction he gets on that fucking thing. I promise he saw that one.
Look, maybe he's got some bot handling his account. I don't know. He's got Skynet handling his account. It says on the profile, if something is important, email him. I'm not emailing him.
Fuck off.
Nice. You should
get an
email. Say, hey, we're a small commentary channel, and we're wondering if you want to come on.
Oh God, that's what you should have fucking done.
Bam.
That is what you should have fucking went with.
What is he doing? What's going on? Does anybody know what's going on? So can Earth to our imposter who's in the Discord? What's going on in there? Is it still going on? Is it quiet? Is it still quiet in there?
You knew he was never going to come on, Tonka. He knows who you are.
I know. I know. But I just wanted to put out the invite to him to be just as fair as I would be to anyone else. You want to
offer him some free clout.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well,
there you go.
Did you get word from your imposter? I think is what you're calling them.
Yeah, the Empire. They're playing Among Us in his Discord. It's when you do it in real life. It's a LARPing Among Us. It's the best. You can do it to any person with the toxic Discord community.
I can believe that.
It's great. Yeah, you just go in there and then fuck their shit up. Tell people what they're doing. Send screenshots of their fucking their raids and stuff like that. I know people are like, "Oh, you can't do that. That's fucked up. Freedom of speech." And it's like, no, you guys are being fucking assholes. You're doing it to
if it's freedom of speech for people to be dickheads, then it's freedom of speech for me to call them a dickhead.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. That's like, it's like we're the Edward Snowden of BxBeastBoy here.
I am shocked he can't figure out who it is because it's not a big group. You don't have big numbers there, man. But
Yeah.
if he does end up seeing this, and he does end up seeing the tweet, which I'm sure about 15 minutes after the show goes off the air, all of a sudden he's gonna have all kinds of shit to say,
Yeah, but
and that's fine.
speaking of that, what do you think of the situation that I like spoke to you about, like putting it in a timeline? Like, what is this? How does it sound to you?
Oh, he's a fucking clown. All right, as somebody who wants everybody to take him seriously as something when he can't even take himself seriously enough with it. He's paying for fucking followers and shit. He's going around trying to get anyone ever to look at him being a YouTuber because very obviously that's what he wants to do in his life. He wants to be a YouTuber. And the idea of people not taking him seriously and doing that, that's an affront to his manhood in some way. That's an affront to everything he's trying to do with his life. I think you overreacted in one of those spots. Like at first, I don't think you did. I think you were trying to leave, and that makes sense. And then he said something that was fucked, and I don't blame you for getting fucking pissed, but you overreacted some, and that'll be what he leans on. He'll lean on that you went at him that one time. But honestly, fuck him.
And I think that assessment is fair. I will accept that. Yeah, I lost my cool a little bit, and maybe I shouldn't have. But when he was talking about my family and me being in the big city, in the same city, telling me he's gonna pull up to, like 2 blocks away from my house, where like there's parks and stuff that it's a local area. I'm like, we go through there.
I 100% know why you got so fucking mad. I'm not disputing that at all, but that will be what he tries to hang on. He will try to hang on that and act like it's a thing, and he will try to obfuscate it by telling people, "Hey, he rolled up on me at a gas station and flashed a flashlight at me or a fucking camera at me or
which never happened.
I believe it. I believe that didn't happen because that doesn't sound like something anyone would ever do. That's fucking dumb.
If I was that dumb,
that's an IRL streamer tactic. Like real people don't do that.
I would be in jail. Either me and my friends would have did some stupid shit, and we would have fucked up everybody's lives. And that's not what I want to do. That's not what I came onto this.
Most people who go through the trouble of driving around to find someone, when they get there, they make it worth the time. They're not just gonna flash a light at them. That's crazy shit. But
and then to say, how we say in New York, if we had the drop on him, you don't think we would have capitalized?
Yeah. If you're gonna drive all the way out there, you get the drop on him, then yeah. I have a feeling he would have been a whipped ass. He wouldn't have been crying on Discord about people flashing lights at him.
Yeah, there would have been a police report. He would have signed an affidavit. This so-called gangster. He would have made a statement. And I'm not saying like I'm a gangster or a big gangster rapper, but it's just like I'm from the hood, and the way we handle certain stuff is just like, no, I'm just gonna beat you up if that's what it comes to.
Let's just go fight. But he wants to drive by your house and call you and be like, I just rode by your house. He wants to talk about your kids. He wants to do all this shit. He's pulling it out of you. But you gotta be cool to not say the shit. All you ever say, are we gonna meet? Or are we gonna fight? Because they will use all that other shit to try to hide every other thing you're doing.
Yeah. And that's why I'm thankful for people who are willing to listen and hear me out. At that point, I really didn't have anybody except for like my friends who my personal.
That probably made you even more angry. You just feel like it's you versus this guy and this big group you see. You didn't know they were all fucking vacuum cleaners.
Yeah, and at the same time, talking to the threats at my family at the time, like my girlfriend was like, she had her ankle broken, so we on crutches in the wheelchairs, they're pushing her around. Like, we were very vulnerable, and it's the middle of a pandemic. We were trying to figure out what's going to happen.
You were not in the mood for that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I get it.
And then, he was trying to justify his actions and gaslight people by, he's like, oh, I'm going through stuff, like he had a loss in his family, and it's just like everybody's losing something right now. There's no reason for this. I did lose my cool, and it's something stupid. Luckily, I have people to support me and have my back, not on some, go into people's fucking comments and spam them bullshit. But if you see some bullshit and you call them out on it and ask a question and they blow it off like you're being fucking stupid, that's, I have people to talk to, I guess, more now about this shit. This internet shit is new to me. It's very new to me, and so.
I can get that. Well, the question I would ask is, how do you feel about all this stuff? Now that you have a better scope on it, you have a better grip on it. You feel like you probably feel like you have the upper hand as far as people knowing about it thing, because I mean he had 15 people watching. I imagine how many people who are the Crows of Judgment? How many people watch them?
I'm not really sure, but there was a good amount of people in their stream, I think.
How many?
I'm not really sure. I can't really say. I gotta look at the clip.
I'm gonna say if they have hundreds of people, if they have 1,000 people, okay, they got 100 or they got a fucking 1,000. Cool. There's at least gonna be like about 100 people now who know about it on the other end, and there will be more people who, whenever that conversation happens, they're gonna have a different scope of it than just whatever's being told about by whoever's over there.
At the time, it seemed like they had over like 200 viewers at the time, and I'm pretty sure more people have watched since then.
All right, so now that you have people who, even if they've got, let's say every single one of those people, they got the whole situation, they were totally on their side, which, by the way, everybody who's here won't be on the side. Everybody who is over there probably won't be on the side, but let's factor it in. Let's say that they are. You got 200 people there. We'll put in Beast 15. Who was the other one? The napkin. Did they talk about it on the stream?
So they didn't talk about it exactly. They talked about BxBeastBoy and about a recent thing, and then Manda Pants and all this stuff had her stream. I don't know if you've ever heard of Manda Pants, but there are other commentary, like she does commentary stuff, but she does beauty stuff on the side and whatever. It's like they're different. Basically, you know.
Would it be fair? Would it be fair to summarize them at about 500 to 1,000 people?
So
that will have heard it on their end.
So Captain Napton probably she got maybe like 200 views on that thing, on that video, and she probably has like a platform of 3,000. But you know, who's to say with these fucking inflated numbers that everybody's dealing with nowadays?
Not wrong.
And
but if we're fair, 500 to 1,000 maybe. Would that be? Is that fair?
Yeah, but then more people are learning about this. Like now we have your entire community. We have Vic's community. We've gotten like maybe 20 people in our views, like, you know, in the chats.
It no longer feels like you're just shouting into a void while someone lies about you anymore, do you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I felt like, yo, it was crazy. I felt like, how can everybody be siding with this person who has continually to this day continue this pattern of behavior? And even in his videos, you can see the energy that he gives off is just around negativity. Like you look at my channel, the only person I talk about is, you know, in a commentary sense, really, was him and these rap scammers. And then, you know, the streams I've been doing, like we talk about whatever, you know, the people in the chat want to talk about. And this shit, you know, ever since Vic has talked about us, there has been an outpouring of support. More people are checking us out, and you know, I hope that they find content that caters to something that they're looking for, other than the fucking talking about other people's stuff. Because it's like, nah, man, I'm into sneakers, I'm into skateboarding, I'm a rapper, I do art, I want to shoot videos, I want to show people what like is going on in my city. I have a whole bunch of talented and cool friends that, you know, I want them to be people to know them. And you don't see that type of stuff on his channel. He's only about him and his opinion and talking, breaking people down. You don't see him guesting on other people's channels. He doesn't have 4 voices on a stream.
Yeah, don't nobody want to talk to him.
Yeah.
Even the people who he's sucking up to, they don't give a fuck for him. But we do have a little bit of news that has been thrown our way. Yeast Boy did a 6-minute live stream earlier and cut it short when we went on air.
Oh dear.
Really? Hey, hi, Yeast Boy.
It's weird. It's weird. I thought he was gonna yank people off stage. He can't even come on a fucking YouTube channel, man. He can't even get in a voice chat and talk to you. This is impotent threats from a weak, impotent man.
My man, you really wow.
He ain't shit. He never was shit. He's never gonna be shit other than a guy going around with his fucking vacuum cleaners for followers. That's it.
Why he go to Critical K? Is Critical K a woman? Does she have female identification markers? I think that's why.
That makes sense. They don't really like the ladies.
Yeah, they don't. They don't like the girls at all over there.
Well,
Yeah.
Let me check. I'm gonna check the news thing again real quick. Make sure I've got everything more or less caught up here. This is a sad day.
Yeah, he's exuding big dick energy, right?
This is some teeny weeny energy right here.
Enormous cock energy.
Yeah, he streamed a few hours ago. That happened. It's up on his thing. So he was around.
He was adjusting his knob.
It looks like he's not around. He fucked up. He's made like 4 fucking things he plans to premiere, but didn't. I don't know. He's spamming shit to his fucking YouTube. Calm down, man. It's not a big deal.
He's trying to bury anything that has his name in the title of the video.
Yeah. It's not gonna work. This is gonna have more views than him spamming things out into the ether. That's ridiculous. What a dumb thing for this guy to do.
Yeah, it's stupid. And it's just like, my videos that I made on him are fucking like what, almost 7 months old? No, it's 8 months old now. This shit that happened with me happened in the spring. You know, at the beginning, like this during lockdown. He's talking about how he can't wait for school to open up again so he can get my kids. You know? It's like, what the fuck, bro? I have a kid like just starting school. What the fuck? Like, what kind of bullshit is this?
Doomwife is asking, did he change his Twitter bio, or was it always talking about his followers? Does his Twitter bio talk about his followers?
What you mean? Like I have 50,000 or some shit?
Hold on. What does it say about his what's it say about his followers, Doomwife? What's it saying? Somebody get that for me.
He said that he's gonna suck everybody off when he hits 100K.
Oh man, I'm hiding my dong.
Oh, he's trying to make excuses.
Oh no.
Yeah,
okay, his Twitter bio says, "My Twitter followers are ghost. Boo. Now get over it." Oh my god.
I got 52,000 of them bad boys, but only one vacuum cleaner fell over and pushed the like.
Ghost or bots? Fuck. There's a difference.
Yeah, Ghost at least used to be a live Beast Boy. What the fuck? Oh, that's such cartoon shit.
Nah. People unfollow people immediately. Oh, I don't like this shit. Unfollow, unsub. People unsub and unfollow for me all the time. It is what it is. You know?
52,000 people give a fuck to look at this guy say, "Hey guys, can I rap though?"
52,000 people, 1 like.
Let me holla. 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 Holla. Let me holla at you, bitch.
1 like, 1 comment. 52,000 followers.
I have a 50th. No, not a 50th. 1,000th. I have 1,000th of his following. I can pull more goddamn engagement than that. I'm a goddamn nobody. Why? That makes no sense. The engagement is not proportional to the, you know, the fucking facade that they put up.
This is sad pretend land he's living in. He's fucking clown shoes.
And he blocks people. Look, he's following nobody. So you block people, but you follow no one.
So,
oh wow, BxB, he has blocked Patrick Plays.
Motherfucker's fake.
Yeah, he's blocking people who are in this chat now. He's just gonna block them. He's going that road. It has begun.
Can't run away. You could keep your fans in the echo chamber. You could tell your fans to fucking block us, but one of them is gonna be like, "Wait, whoa, why am I blocking 80 people now? What is this about? Why am I blocking? You know, what is this going on? You know,
you're getting one reaction to anything. I don't think you need to block anybody, bud."
And these are the people
I don't
that
think
call
anyone
us.
Cares.
These are the people that call us a hug box as well.
Well, we're always called a hug box because they don't want to come here.
Yeah, for the free hugs.
I said I'd let him in. Hell, I'd mute. I'd let him have the talk with the guy he needs to have the talk with. But yeah, sure. If you want to pretend that this is a hug box so that you can run around and be a pussy on the fucking internet, I don't care. Do what you do.
I was secretly hoping that it would happen. A lot of H's there.
You can hold out a little bit of hope time to time that these people are going to grow some sack, but it is in vain, my friend. It is in vain.
Given the fact
they will not be sacking up.
Given the fact that he's hanging around in the commentary community, he's probably seen what have happened to his mates that have come here before. It doesn't usually end well to them. But well, we were just going to let you two talk and just facilitate that.
No, you would have had to lower volumes. You would have to been a moderator. It would have been like the fucking Trump.
Oh, if it got crazy, fucking, if somebody could like step in and do a thing, but I'm not.
Well, I'm not gonna
I
let.
try to let people have their talks that they need to have, but he doesn't want to talk to you. He wants to talk about you.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to try to fucking sit in his fucking thing, talk to his fucking Discord. He isn't trying to talk about anything that matters. He wants to talk about people. He wants to talk shit, but he don't want to talk to them.
Yeah, he's never. I don't think he's ever gonna respond to me.
He won't. He sit there. He put out a tweet on December 1st. It says, "I don't do debates. I do. I said what I said."
That's such a girl thing to say, and that's such a bird thing to say. It's like I said what I said. Period. Like no,
Period.
that don't work out.
Notice that he didn't say that before. He was all about talking shit about you before. The apology video gives it away. He's all about talking shit and all about telling you to cut. Come on to his stream. He'll say, "Come on my stream." He has no intention of having you on that stream.
I told him to put me on the stream, and he was like, "Why would I put him on the stream to give him more clout?"
Yeah.
I'm like, no, you talked about me, so now you have to reckon with what you've done. Like,
He wants to be able to put off to the 15 people who are in that live chat that he has that he's very cool. He's very cool, and you're afraid to talk to him, and that's what's actually going on. It's not that he is invited to this show and he can come on this show. It's not that you've said you would go on his show. It's none of that shit. It is none of that shit.
he don't want to get this work.
No. He doesn't want to have to sit there and have everybody see his shit picked apart.
He doesn't want his cheeks clapped.
Oh, there.
Now you're gonna get a sexual harassment tweet. It's gonna happen because that's what they're doing now. Because that's very cool.
Shit, you saw the stuff he was saying about my girl, bro?
Oh, I did. It's a damn shame that he decided to go this route. Because again, feeling if back when all this started, he would have just been like, you know what, it ain't cool to talk about you. My bad. Sorry about that. I have a feeling this all could have been avoided, but he couldn't do that because he wanted to look cool in front of 5 fucking people. He couldn't help it.
Yeah, well, now you
There's too many
look
of
like
these
a
people who
pussy
do that
in
shit.
front of 80. Congratulations, dipshit.
For trying to look cool in front of 5, he now looks like a pussy in front of 80. Good job. Doomarine gave 2 and said, "Run up and get done, Beast Boy." Oh, be careful. He'll say it's a threat. Everything's a threat.
No, I would be. I just if with mediators and since people, like I said, I don't want to disrespect the channel.
Well, yeah. If shit got crazy, sure,
I
I would jump in. But
I wouldn't mind speaking to him to have him.
Oh, I bet.
Question his words. I want to see what he has to say because he's probably going to scramble for some dumb shit, and it'd be crazy because we're not even on cam. He doesn't have to look into the camera or anything. He just do his thing. And I don't sound like I'm too pressed about it. I'm just I want this shit to be known because he talked about my kids. He talked about my family. Like this shit drove me crazy. During pandemic, I thought I was about to lose people in this shit. And you talking about taking people away.
Yeah, people are going through real shit, and this guy's out here trying to fucking put pressure on people to fucking feel a certain kind of way about shit. Fuck that guy. He's trying to fucking use his numbers on you and shit, and then you look at it's a trick. But you got real shit going on, so you weren't paying attention to that. You thought you had somebody who was much bigger trying to be a piece of shit to you, and you didn't know if you could or would be able to do anything about it.
Mm-hmm. And I fucking said, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to be the one who stands up to him. Because I wasn't even the first one that he started shit with. Like Austin, he does his troll shit sometimes and he messes with people. But like there's no malice in him. He just takes the piss out of your videos. Like there's a difference between commentary that just haha, look at this stupid fuck, and commentary like, hey guys, we should all like harass this person for a long time. And I'm not saying that like, everybody's like innocent of doing of doing what I accused or whatever, but it's just like this continued pattern of fucking BxBeastBoy doing this shit to everyone, smaller creators in his community, people who want to collaborate and work with him. Like, I don't think it's remiss to be like, hey, we both live in the Bronx. If we get along and if we're cool with each other, I can shoot some content.
Yeah, you would be able to do a lot of stuff with each other if you're both rapping and collaborating. You would be able to do cool stuff together. For
example, I don't know if you ever heard of the channel. His name is Sneeko.
I haven't.
He's a guy from New York. Yeah, he's a guy from New York. He's like an Asian dude, like half black dude, I guess. and he does some shit. He does like I don't know what the fuck. It's like vlogs. It's like weird stuff. It's kind of introspective. It's weird, but it's a commentary, but on a different scope. He commentates more on like who he is as a person and how he's feeling, how he's thinking, and then he goes out and he asks.
He's not doing commentary on other people. He's talking about what he's doing.
Street interviews and shit, but
Okay.
he's almost at 1 million. He's gonna hit 1 million fucking subscribers soon, and he's been doing videos with another YouTuber or video creator that was on the site. His name is Jeffrey Almonte. He has a channel called the Almonte Films, where he's like a small filmmaker, and he does commentary on kind of like people would say SJW subjects. But I feel like the brother's really insightful and he's really talented. He plays like saxophone and he does video and photography. So like he's kind of a well-known person around here in the New York scene, and he's doing videos with Sneeko, who's like blowing the fuck up. I've been in Jeffrey's videos. There's a video about the sandwich that we eat around here called chopped cheeses. I'm eating chopped cheese in one of Jeffrey's videos, and I'm like, I'm never gonna get to that level on this platform. And like now I'm starting to feel like, okay, maybe I will. It's starting to get there. People are starting to know about me. Unfortunately, it's through this Beast Boy thing, but fuck it. If I got to, lily pad off of it and go off to something greater, then so be it. I gotta take this guy down. He's been talking about people's kids. He talks to people's kids. He rips people off. He has a membership to his goddamn channel where he tells you he's gonna do this and do that, and he doesn't do any of it. It's one thing to advertise it and not get paid, but when you're getting paid and you're advertising it, you better goddamn well show up to fucking give people what they paid for.
Well, that would make sense, yeah. But one thing I would tell you is don't focus so much on it trying to make it big or whatever. Make sure that you make it good for the people who are there.
Yeah, no, we did our streams. I'm on here. I don't really want to bring this situation to like my channel anymore because I'm done with it. But the people that he did wrong and the other people that he talked about, like Tor and harassing people online and the way they just talk to people and the way they treat people and the way he treats his mods. Like if his mods come forward and talk about, hey, he's been doing this and doing that. We have one mod that's been telling us stuff. We have another mod that's kind of in the shadows. Like, so we have two at least that are detracting. They're just in the Discord.
They've had their fill of it.
Yeah, they're still in there to see what's going on. Like they see that, now they've seen in real time what happens with this dude. And people have been doubting him for a while. We gave him the confirmation. And now, their corpse husband and whoever having their nice little game of Among Us in his Discord. And he can't figure out the imposter. He's going to get ejected, though. I feel like it's eject time for him.
Gonna wipe the slate and start over.
Mm-hmm.
So now that I have the I'm feeling that we can confidently ring the bell, as Beast Boy won't be making it today. I have a feeling we can confidently do that. But before
he's stuck in traffic, so
obviously that's what I was gonna say. Before we go, I have a feeling that Les has a traffic report. You mentioned something like an hour ago. You have one, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
I knew it. All right, so live traffic report from the helicopter, real quick, everybody.
Okay, let's see if we can get into there.
This is gonna be amazing.
Good afternoon, listeners. Today is Thursday, December 3rd, and you are listening to Tonky Time. That previous song was the new single by BxBeastBoy, Got My Bot. It brought me subs, doo-dah, doo-dah. You don't have to buy anything. It's already arrived into your DM on your Twitter. Traffic on North 42nd is backed up to Pierce as a mentally disturbed YouTuber continues to run through traffic without clothes, screaming that he's gangsta. And he's adjusting his nod to anime cartoons. Do you need subs? Why earn them when you can buy them? Let BS Busted Toy teach you how to beat the system and reach your dreams of internet clout. Azar Big Boy, who you might have seen on Nick, My Cheeks Are Clapping Oreo's Twitter feed, has been paying for vacuum cleaners since his book and nail salon have folded in 2015. His email's already in your spam box, so pull that bad boy out and read how he wants to take your money. Remember, 50,000 fake subs can't be wrong. Now back to Tonky Time.
Nice.
Wow, that is a golden voice. He's going to be doing big things. He get radio stuff that he needs to get. I love.
Les already doing big things. He's like 6'50". He's huge. The BS busted toy that got me, and then
Wow.
Deorio cheek spit that got me too. Hold on, we have a call in. Make it Rain. Make it short because we're gonna end here in like the next 5 or 10. But I have a feeling he had questions for you because he was talking to you earlier in the chat.
Yeah, Rain, don't bring up politics.
Rain, don't bring up politics, as Alex has already said. Damn it. Rain, are you alive? Did you die in there? He died waiting.
I'm driving to work right now.
Oh, there he is. Okay. Hi, Rain. What is up? We got like 5-10 left.
Oh, no, I just wanted to, say hi to this guy. He seems pretty dope.
Oh, no, thank you.
Rain wants to say hello to people. Fine. Why do you think he seems pretty dope, Rain? Give me a little more than a hello since we didn't end. Give me something else.
He seems to know what's going. Like he seems to have a good read on the whole commentary community.
Yeah, he does seem like a good dude. And is this your lady friend in the chat who says, "Does anyone want to hear the diss track on Yeast Boy?"
Yeah, we have a diss track on Yeast Boy. It's called.
Do you have it? Like a link to it?
Let me
give it to Akujin. We'll play it for the end thing here and let everybody hear it.
Oh, I was listening to one of his SoundCloud tracks. It's pretty good.
Rain thinks your SoundCloud's pretty good. Look at Rain. Nothing but nice things.
I'm working on some stuff too. I'm trying to do more artistic, creative stuff. I just want to get this shit done and over with BxBeastBoy because this shit is a problem. Like, you know, I do watch a lot of YouTube. I watch more YouTube than I watch TV. You know, because I watch Netflix and everything is streaming.
I know a lot of people like that.
You know, and
it's not that abnormal nowadays. I feel like less people watch TV.
Yeah, so I watch a lot of YouTube. I see like a lot of I take in a lot of different viewpoints. Like I watch stuff from like, you know, black commentary, you know, YouTubers. Like I was watching a channel, her name is T-E-E, not like this drink, like tea, like is
like a t-shirt.
Yeah, or a golf tee or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know, her T Noir, she had a really great like analysis of stand culture, and I was like, ooh, this stuff like pertains so much to like my situation. There's another channel I really like, Abba and Preach. I fucking really like Emp Lemon. There's channels that I like that talk about commentary, but they're more objective and they're not here bashing people on a consistent basis. Like I see a lot of what these so quote unquote drama channels do. Everybody wants to be Keemstar, and it's fucking corny. Like
shit.
Like get your shit together, man. Like there's already a dude talking about all this shit. You know, there's smaller communities that you can bring light to, and that's why like people like Creepshow Art ended up deleting her Twitter because now she's gonna get shit for like, yo, the shit that they're talking about, you knew about this shit and you didn't say anything. But then she has the nerve to talk about how she has somebody saying that she yelled at them and that fucked up relationships for her. You don't think people alleging that I'm a stalker is gonna fuck up relationships that I'm trying to build?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because she's just as bad as them.
And I know people are young and stuff like that, but I just acknowledge your mistakes and we can move forward. You know?
Yeah.
Crucial Bunny had thrown to and said, "Is it wig twisting season?" and then Ricochet had thrown to and said, "Bring the ruckus."
Bring the motherfucking ruckus.
Hey.
So, all right. Do we have the link to the song thing?
Oh shit! Sorry, I was here fucking flapping my gums.
All right, give it to the train guy.
I'm gonna throw it in the actual chat. I could just throw you an MP3.
That'll work.
Let me just make sure this is the track.
Akujin, we
did
everything, right? I didn't fuck up, did I?
No.
I haven't fucked up here? Okay, making sure I didn't fuck up. Sometimes I fuck up. It's fine. That's what you gotta ask about.
It's not doing... All right. So
is it too big? Is that what it is?
Probably is.
Is there a place you've uploaded it to?
That's what she said. I'm putting it in the
wow
in the folder. In the drive folder. It's in there. It's called
That'll work. Yeah, that'll work.
So he said I was scared to do a diss track and I did this on him. I wrote it and then my wife recorded it because I thought it was gonna be fucking funny as shit. One of the things that I will give him credit for is, okay, I'm gonna hit you with this YouTube shit, and I'm gonna try to be as funny as I can and have fun with it. And we made a diss track against him because we thought it was gonna be fucking really funny and shits for giggles and shit. And this is the song.
Is that it?
Yeah, I produced it and wrote it, and she recorded it, and I mixed it. This is all my hands, and with help with her.
Good shit. All right, Akujin, do you have any parting words for anyone?
I'm looking for the thing. What's it called?
It's called Lander Shaky Final.
All right.
It's that one. It's the one with the headset there.
Right.
Oh yeah. Thank you for having me on. Thank you for people listening to me. Thank you for like all this. I didn't think my story would get this big. I appreciate you guys.
I'm glad to do it. Pieces of shit need to be told. They're being pieces of shit. Even if they do have 52,000 ghost followers.
It's been a pleasure. You seem like a great guy, honestly.
Thank you. I try.
He does. So, Akujin, are you ready to end while they begin to make the apocalypse happen outside of your door, it sounds like?
Yeah, they're starting that shit. So, thanks for coming on, Zales, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow.
This is Zales Diamond. You was talking shit about how he was being fed lines. Now I'm getting fed lines. What? 2K subs went to your head. You a grown man, you really should've went for the bread. Instead of doing that, you go on live stream and just beg. Talking shit about sales, now your YouTube is dead. Hey yo, my nigga, you need to get your quality up. Ain't nobody watching shit cause your quality sucks. Every time you gotta crush your boy, probably fuck. Forget a simp, this nigga BxBeastBoy is a fuck. Remember that. Crybabies get similar. You talk shit on stream where niggas is never at. You just get baked and you flaky. BxBeastBoy, your name and you shaky, son, you shaky. You shaky, son, yeah. You know you lame, you shaky, son, you shaky. You shaky, son, yeah. You know you lame.
Go BxBeastBoy, 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 go BxBeastBoy.
Yo, keep Zales' name out your mouth.
Go BxBeastBoy, go BxBeastBoy, go
You on my Diddy bop.
BxBeastBoy, go BxBeastBoy.
Can't stop, won't stop.